Back to show you who we are, represent the legacy. Up out here like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop been adopted. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn it to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to speak the fucking truth. Somebody get the...
Goddamn, that's Real Talk Metaphor Messiah. I need it double together. I didn't fade it out, but that's fine. Holy God, can you believe it? After all this time of live chat with back and forth, new seasons, old seasons, continuing on, new people, we've never had Tommy C. In fact, of the 10 goddamn years that we've been doing it, can you believe that? 10 years this year.
Well, yeah, well, it's been 10. It'll be 10 years. We started in was it April? 10 years for both of us.
Jesus
in April.
Christ.
April.
10 years. We're coming up almost to the month of 10 years.
Yeah, wow.
It's crazy.
I keep saying that. I said this time last year, I was like, well, I'm really going to get in touch with Vegas so we can make something for the 10 year, and I haven't done a fucking thing about it. I'll have something, because like, I did the Shot from the Point, the movie 2 years ago.
Right.
And I'm not doing that again. I don't know if there's enough content in just like a 2 year period to do something like that again.
No, but I mean, you could take it from a different perspective.
Maybe I could hire like some up and coming. Maybe I should just hire fucking. I got a guy. I just pay him. I pay Comrade.
There you go.
Yeah,
you pay somebody to do your documentary. That way you can have fucking editing.
Well, yeah,
rights.
I think it should just be like a special montage. You know,
gotta have a montage. But
like 10 year anniversary montage. For
in the 10 years that we've been doing this shit, this is actually our third official interview, whatever, on my channel. Yeah. You believe that?
I think the last one was 2018.
I think so. Right? Jesus, that was
2018. That was 3 or 4 years ago.
That was a big difference. Lots changed in 4 fucking years.
Why don't you come on my show and I'll make you feel old as fuck. Yeah, great. Thanks, Dave.
Fucking last time that I was that you and I did this, you were fucking skinnier, and I was a big fat fuck. Look,
you definitely skinnier than me. That.
Can you believe this shit?
How much do you weigh?
I am 220 pounds, sir.
I haven't weighed 220 since I just got out of the army.
My last 4 or 5 years, I wasn't 220. I was like 240 in the army. I haven't been 220, and I don't even know how long. And I can't even go to the gym. I feel like Andre the Giant. I don't even exercise.
Well,
what the fuck?
Is that what he used to say?
No, he said that in Princess Bride. It's not my fault I'm the biggest and the strongest. I don't even exercise.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
You got to watch it every so often. It's just one of those things. I want to get right into the first thing that you may have saw. I don't know if you saw that incredible fucking intro, the take on the Dead on Dave intro, but done in the Shot from the Point fashion. That was Pimpin' Pete.
Yes, Pimpin' Pete. And then we're trying to like improve that. I think you mentioned that.
So that was the video aspect of it that he did as well. But we have the mashup, the Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah Morning Light, which was, of course, my intro that I think people have probably heard me use the longest on this channel. And, of course, E-Double's Let Me O that you've been using pretty much since day one, right? I mean, that was...
No, I started using it. That was a 2016 thing. I started using it when a guy named Smurf Destroyer said, you need intro music. Or you should try other music. He was suggesting doing a bunch of different songs. And I went back with Let Me O, and he says, like, I don't know if you can use that because that was like a Call of Duty staple.
Was it?
And it just got unpopular because the whole Call of Duty scene was kind of dying by 2016. It wasn't as popular as it was. It was just kind of on its last legs. So I think it was like perfect timing because if we're using Let Me O, because people hadn't heard it in a couple of years. But apparently with every COD montage, they had Let Me O. That's what I was told. This was way before I was into this when, total normie. And total normie. And then, I was like, this is one of the best rap tunes I ever heard in my life.
It's amazing. It's a good song. Like just on its own, it's fucking great.
I used to open with Real Talk, and I remember the conversation I had with him. I said, "You're getting relegated to the outro," and he didn't take it that well.
He did. No, I know. Actually, I have my own real talk. Not taking.
Yeah, well, I said I don't know. Like I got to be honest with you. I go, there's two ways to looking at it. Like I'm not opening with it, all right, but I am closing with a better song that you have, which is my favorite song that you do. I actually meant this, so don't fucking knock that shit off, all right? I said, and you got to remember, people that tune in, that get mad at me, and upper right corner click,
bitch. Yeah.
They won't they remember it. Always be the COD song. If the people that listen to from beginning to the end, they're the ones that are donating. They're the ones that are around. They're the ones that are more likely to buy your record anyway. Right. And of course, the outro is a staple as well. EOD. Yeah. And I think that's actually true. I think so too. That will help you. I think that maybe I was fucking late because I didn't want to get yelled at because he was not happy.
No, I had a very similar thing where I would change the outro and I didn't think it was a big deal to change the intro music, and I changed the intro music, and he wasn't happy with it, and he was not happy about me doing it, and I thought about it for a while. Now hearing you had the same thing, man, he just fucking loved us. I really believe that. I think that he loved us so much, and he liked being a part of what we did, and I think it just hurt him. He loves so much. He had such a big heart. I just think it kind of hurt him, and he didn't understand it.
I guess I could say this now. I never got tired of Let Me Out. I did start. I forget the first song that I used. I did get tired of it. It wasn't a bad song, but it just didn't. I don't think it had that like. You never get sick of hearing it. There was something about it, I think, that could wear on you after a while. When you
find your theme song, and Let Me O's your theme song.
And I thought that his closer was the best possible closer you could have.
It's fucking stone cold for you, man.
It's because it's kind of it's not like the first song is like upbeat, and the outro's like it makes you think, and it's also allowed me to get some killer one-liners in as it closes. And just because of the way the song, like I'll say something and it'll hit hard or something like that, and then it goes right into his first bar. Yeah, it goes right into his first bar. So I think over time he in fact I think I seem to remember having this conversation that he said I made the right move. But he didn't like it. He knew who E-Double was, and he's like, you're friends with me, not E-Double.
You're changing rappers to a white boy? Yeah, it's like, oh, come on, man. You can't do that to a rapper from Chicago.
I did say that. I said, you could look at it that way, and I don't know if it was a bad argument, but I'm telling you, I think this works better. Yeah. For the problem is the closing song hits hard, but the other opener wasn't hype because it was a little downturn itself. It was the song that started woo, almost sounded like a beginning. You're watching the X-Files or some shit. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. The name was just more popping. I would have, if he would have let me, and it wasn't out yet, but I probably would have opened with Max Payne.
Yeah, you like Max Payne a lot.
Max Payne is my favorite song.
You like Max Payne.
Max Payne is my favorite song, so I would have went with that, but that hadn't been developed yet, and then that ended up going on Spotify, so I could never use it.
Not to suck the own dick of it very much, but this fucking Real Talk E-Double mashup that's in the works that we got a couple geniuses involved in.
You pull it off. Yeah.
I don't know. They got way more ambitious than I ever intended this to fucking go.
Well, no, they have me in a chat room, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing either. I'm like, you guys are speaking Greek, but
if I get the clean vocal tracks, it'll be off the meat hook. If anybody knows how to get us the E-Double clean vocal tracks, let me know.
That would be fucking dope as shit. That'd be dope as shit. But I'm excited to see where that goes because I think it's all we got left, man. We got the fucking thing that mattered to him most, the legacy. And this is all part of it. And I don't even feel corny saying that. I love the guy that much. It's like that legacy was so fucking important. And we're the guardians of it. Like it or fucking not. We're it. So we got to do it justice, and I think on this one we did.
I wish you told me he was sick.
You're right. Norm Macdonald at us and shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little Normie, but he didn't know. There's no way he knew he was like this.
My thing with it now is he knew, but he had no idea it was like next week.
No,
But I think he was a lot sick. Just through some channels, I think he was a lot sicker than he was letting on. And which by the way would have been his style anyway.
True.
Because you know, that the whole thing is like, you know, you show any kind of weakness in the hood, then they're gonna pick at it and pick at it, pick at it, and you know,
He had that artist side too,
like that
man.
to me.
He didn't want his music being fluffed up because of that. You know, he would have felt awkward if he got cancer or he got some other fucking terrible disease, and that's why people was buying his music. He'd find that fucking fake and shallow. He wouldn't.
Yeah, that might have been the same. Like that's kind of the reason with Norm Macdonald. But no, I just wish you would tell me.
Right. Yeah.
If you told me,
Just
if you
let
said,
us
"Look, I'm
know."
dying," don't tell anybody. I just wish you would told me.
Yeah. So
You know, but
give us
whatever.
a heads up. It is what it is at this point.
No,
It's fucking.
but
But at
we
least
don't-
we got the music, we got the memories, and we got he shaped this. He was part of it. You can't tell the
He's a
story
big
of
part.
us without him, man.
Oh, he's. I hope I got that. Like I drove that home in the video we did for him is
Yeah.
because his, you know, like he started doing shows just before the whole beta thing, and you know he was our biggest cheerleader and biggest fan.
Absolutely.
You know, for sure. Absolutely.
He gave us more time than he ever fucking needed to. Both of us, man. He fucking did so many shows over the fucking time. It's just crazy.
It was.
We've worked with a lot of real talented people.
Yeah,
A lot of
it was,
real fucking talented people. And he's towards the top of the list, I feel, you know, especially musically.
I would say so. Well, I don't think I work with any other musicians, unless you count Joe Cronin.
Well, do you count? I mean, he plays a lot of instruments. You kind of have to count Joe Cronin.
Sing. There's no doubt. He has a good voice. He has a very good voice.
He's talented. He's a talented guy. He can play drums and all kinds of shit. He's talented.
He's my only critique of Joe, if he can handle this.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Tune in, kids. Get your clipping machines ready. Tommy's talking about Joe Cronin. I didn't even bring him up.
This is the content. I like gross out humor, but when he doesn't know where to go.
Oh,
he just
yeah.
gross. Yeah, that was my only. Like,
You might
but
lick a
sometimes-
cat's butt or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom
But,
Green
I mean,
style.
yeah. I mean, that's the only criticism I would have of Joe. But no, he's talented. He can play instruments. He can play drums. He
Does good impressions. He can sing.
does
Yeah.
impressions. I played the I don't know if Matt liked it or not. If Matt's in the chat, can tell me. I played the Bret Hart impressions he used to do.
You know, I told Bill Goldberg not to hurt me, but then he went and hurt me because he's an American. Mine's not as good as his.
Remember we called that, like, he pretended to call that taxi driver and he started arguing with him.
I do remember that. He fucking fought. He was that's the one thing. He's still a psycho. Still an absolute psycho.
He's funny, but he's typical.
He gives it all for the fucking entertainment, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And there's a lesson in that. There's a lesson in that. I think one that both of us kind of had to learn as well. Well, you less than me, because of your Howard Stern influence. I wasn't into Stern as much as you are. I think that you see things a little bit differently when it comes to that style and stuff. And
Well, I hope I don't grow old and suck as bad as he does.
Who, Cronin or fucking the Stern?
Stern, he sucks.
Yeah, he's not good anymore, huh?
No, he's not good. He's telling everybody how to live and go fuck himself.
He's old. That's what old people do.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're 5 years away, buddy.
He used to bitch about, I forget what the fucking Steve guy used to host the Tonight Show before Carson.
Oh,
Steve Allen.
Steve Allen.
And like you old fart telling everybody what you think is funny. Who do you tell everybody what to think is funny? Now he's the same fucking way. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. He became America's judge.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's it. I didn't even think of that.
The writing was on the fucking wall here, kids.
I wouldn't say he's a creep.
Is he a creep? No, who called him a creep?
I don't think he's a creep.
Is he creep ass creeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's lessons in everything that we've gone through, and I think the Cronin shit. There was a lot of lessons there, especially if for later.
Well, you throw real talk in there, you have to throw in Cronin.
No, yeah, you have to.
I mean, there was some stuff I learned from him, and among other things, and we did some good stuff.
You've had a lot of phases.
Yeah.
Lots of phases. That was one of them. Was that
years? Probably more than two.
Was that the most important as far as learning phase goes, or like when you break yourself down into different years and you look at all the different things that you've done? What was probably the most important?
The commentary community, because in a lot of ways, like dealing with Cronin's fans and stuff was harder than dealing with the entire stupid fucking idiot English, retard fucking commentary community. I mean, I told this to Nick once. It's like when I first got in, and it actually ended up fucking me because I got arrogant. After a while, I thought I was like look, I know, you know me. I don't think I'm a genius or like the smartest guy in the room. I felt like fucking Einstein next to these retards, and I used to get like. I used to think to myself, like, no wonder Keemstar fucks with these people. They're fucking stupid.
Neophytes.
They're actually not as bad as they used to be. I think that has more to do with Nick.
Yeah.
You know,
Checking them.
more. Yes, because now they're careful.
They have to be more careful.
Famous, I can think of one person. There is one guy out there that I am sure would have been famous if Nick wasn't there. And Nick, I don't think Nick knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, you want to say it? Who?
There was the lame guys that went on and made fun of themselves, and he was kind of talented, this person, but he was just he walked the woke line and fuck him.
Oh, you gonna give him the name? Are you gonna drop the name?
Nothing. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, goddamn! That would have been good.
No, he wasn't that big a dick. I don't know what happened to him.
But I remember distinctly having this conversation with you, especially when the first wave went the Keemstar stuff, when we had to deal with fans from outside people when the big blow up happened.
Yeah.
We shockingly wasn't as hard to deal with, mainly because we dealt with the wrestling community bullshit for so many fucking years.
They were smarter. Think about that.
They were way smarter.
Yeah, they were smarter.
Because they were older.
Yeah, and then we used to when we went through with Cronin, we learned how to punch up.
Learn how to punch up. Learn how to fucking take it from behind. Well, that's the wrong way of saying that, but hey, fucking shit. Watch your booty holes, kids. But we learned how to take it from all different angles. You just never knew. Sometimes from within. Giggity.
Yeah, well, what happened is I started taking too many W's too.
You started winning too much.
I had like 10,000 fucking subs, 10 or 20,000 subs, and my 1,000 subs, we kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Fucked him up. If you want to look from like an optical drama standpoint. And then, when it's dealing with guys like Nick Cash with a couple 100,000 subs, and I was going to ask Nick to be on. Some fan in one of my Discord asked me to ask Nick, and Nick Cash apparently said something about coming on, wanting to come on, which I've been trying to get him on for years.
Really?
I don't even want to talk about what happened. I think it's too long ago. People don't remember anyway.
No, you two would like each other.
I think so.
I think you two would like each other.
Well, he thanked me and Nick privately when we went over that that Anthony deodorant Anthony.
Deodorant Anthony. Good God. Ooh, that one.
But no, I always I never really disliked Nick. I just thought he was kind of being a phony, and I said something, and then he came back over the top, thinking I was gonna bow to him, and I got news. I wouldn't have bowed to him if I was on Baited or not, and that was the case. I didn't bow to. No, I didn't. I wouldn't bow to him at all.
If the guy that was willing to pay him couldn't get him to fucking bow, why does anyone else think he's gonna get him?
I've been in contact. I talked to him pretty, wouldn't say regularly, but every so often in friendly DMs right up until 2019.
Oh, really?
2019. So I haven't literally talked to him in almost 3 years now. But I had a fan come in and said Nick apparently said in this January, that he'd do it.
Oh, you should definitely make that happen if it's possible.
I'd like to put him on a regular show, just a regular drama show where we go over the stuff and just make cracks. Yeah, I wouldn't even bring the old shit up. I think it's just too lame.
If you guys talk long enough, it will come up just because it's funny.
Yeah.
It is funny. When you look back on it, it is kind of funny. I don't know.
See, I think...
if I see you at a convention, I'm getting in your shit. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe stage I can't talk about our apology to you. We apologize to each other. So about it probably. I don't want to come out publicly because
right.
But I think Nick is a really great streamer.
Yeah.
It was one of my biggest moments, and it's definitely one of the biggest, craziest fucking moments in our show's history. Nick is a really good streamer, and I think he's a really good content creator. And I say this as a criticism, not as hate. He has a really thin skin for a commentator.
Ooh.
And I think he knew that. No, I think he kind of knows that. So that's why he went straight up to gaming. And he's great at it, by the way. This is not disrespect. So yeah, I'd like to have him on. I don't even want to have this conversation, but I think that's what, he ran into one guy that gave him static, and he was just like, fuck it, I'm going gaming. Just take the L, and then, I've taken L's before.
Well, sometimes that's what you got to do, and you just move on.
Yeah, take the L or whatever, Here's another thing. Nick pointed out that I did terrible in the Drama Alert thing, and I didn't realize that until fucking years later when Nick pointed out. He kind of beat me, but he showed up stoned, right? And my argument against him was totally flawed, and I was a complete dick because I just called all the names because I thought it was schoolyard insult.
Right, you showed up to throw insults.
Yeah, because I didn't care. This shit doesn't bother me, at least at the time, or that one didn't. But it did bother him, and I could tell he was stoned, But I didn't go in there as a boy. I hope I ruined Nick Cash's life. I hope I hurt his feelings. It was all fucking at that point. I probably didn't realize the financial impact it could have had.
Is that one that you wish you could have back? If you
no.
No.
Fuck no.
Which one?
Fuck.
If you could have one back, if you could have one moment back to redo just slightly, not a big one like that, what would it be?
You know, I would say, but I won't. I would have handled the Keemstar breakup. I'd have just walked and said quiet, and then I would have still kept some good vibes. But I don't. Screwing up.
That could have only lasted for so long.
Yeah, yeah. But then I don't get 2017. Then I don't get the post-faded era. Yeah. So
hey, you don't become who you become. You're a fucking legend. Look, this is not a friend fucking thing. You have a little bit of a legendary status in some ways, man. It's weird. It's a weird legend.
I wish I wouldn't have went into Drama Alert debate like a retard because I thought we're gonna do a schoolyard insult contest. Okay, I'll be a retard, and then all of a sudden, like nobody's being a retard but me. I wish I could have that one back.
Yeah, is that the one? That'd be a good one.
Yeah. But here's the thing: it's almost better that I did because it covered the fact that there was something like I got wrong about him. I was Nick Cash was totally 2016. I never hated the guy at all. I didn't hate the guy afterwards.
No, I can actually attest to that. You liked him.
I helped him. I think I helped him when somebody's trying to do him dirty, and I made sure when Nick made his video on Zaptai that information was out there.
I think that's kind of your legacy too. When you look at people through the years through the YouTube, even people you war with. So almost everybody, when you look at it, because you fucking talk to someone long enough, you're gonna end up fucking fighting with them. But I think that's almost anybody. It's more accentuated when you're louder like us. But I mean, it just kind of fucking is what it is. But
I don't think I'd forgive technicals.
No. What is there? Is that the one that? Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else that you
would have back? I would have nothing to do with him under any circumstances.
No,
that one I would.
Are there any that you took more personally than the others?
For some reason, Nick Cash, private guy. He could go close. Come on over and play video games. Like, yeah, sure, I guess, sure, I'd do it.
Be buddies with him.
Kind of weird. I think you'd be asking me to send him money for heroin. Like,
that would be a bad fucking way to go, though. Jesus goddamn Christ.
What I wish I could have back. I wish I'd never. No, it's got to be sticking up for Niamas Chung and then being put in a Medgar video because it was so. That's got to be it. That's got to be the one I wish I had back.
Ooh. Yeah. Now, you've seen that community pretty much implode and fucking die. What did you feel about that? Especially with the last remnants of Ethan Ralph now being...
Good. That's
any personal satisfaction at all? I mean,
when by the time Ralph got clipped, I was so like out of it, I didn't care. I was just fascinating. I got to watch that as a fan. It was kind of nice. I wasn't. If you remember, Kosdev. No, somebody wrote that.
Kosdev, gee,
I don't hate Kosdev, but I actually think he's one of the I wouldn't talk to him if he was like nice to me, probably.
No,
because I thought he was a real fucking Clown told me he was a real prick when they came in the trolling community together years earlier. I heard his gaming company went bust and he's gone. He's like long gone. That's what I heard.
Couldn't have no better fucking guy.
Came across. You know why we got into it? Because I mistakenly said that he had dropped out of school to make this big gaming company.
Yeah, right? It was minor.
He took that as an insult. He took that as he didn't finish school.
Right.
And I said to him, I remember what I did is I said to him, I was like, no, I meant that as a compliment that you were doing so well that you could afford to drop out of college and do this gaming company. It wasn't an insult at all. And he's like, why are you trying to throw shade at me? And I was like, I'm not. So then I just thought it was a funny conversation, and then I talked about it, and he watched it, and then he turned it into a big thing, and then
he freaked out even more.
Yeah,
you didn't even have to do anything. Those got to be satisfying. Where you don't even have to work for it. Where a big fucking guy comes and takes a bite for no fucking reason.
Somebody's got fake ass twat's got a fucking never folds as big as for
dude. Fake ass twat's been all right. Let me tell you a quick story about
he's
fake
been around forever. He's been around longer than most of my regular fans.
Not only has he been around forever, he's been around since he was fucking like 13, 14 years old. This kid used to Photoshop blue dildos on my face on Monday Night fucking Raw shit.
If they'd known that back then, they'd probably put you in jail.
Now he's my goddamn graphic designer. He's one of my mods, one of my fucking best dudes.
You know what happened to Never Fold?
He folded. You made him fold.
Yeah. No, he ended up.
Didn't he go to jail?
Yeah, for being a kid. He's in jail. He's in prison right now. I think he'll get out next year.
Oh, good God.
He did like 5 years. He beat a kid to death.
You can't do that.
Little kid.
Eesh.
That guy. Yeah, we did a short spot on that. Yeah, I fucked that guy up.
Yeah, you did.
'Cause I was watching like Thunderfoot at the time and watching fuck up SJWs, and that was venture into that. Yeah, I fucked him up. And
You loved that. I remember how proud you were of it.
I made Neverfold. The guy's name was Neverfold. That's so funny. And he fucking folded like a tent.
It was one of those fucking mythological moments. You were like, if his name is Neverfold, if I get him to fold, I'm a made man.
Yeah, I was made for this. There's no doubt about it. It's if some like who would have thought like if I'd have told my when I grow up I want to be this guy that's like fucks with people on the internet and makes them look silly. And there's no job for that.
No, this would have only happened during this time. That you got lucky. You hit the fucking lottery when you think about it. Because if you're born any other time before now, this doesn't happen. Because I mean, let's face it. You probably you're probably not. Yeah, right. You're probably not breaking in the radio. 40 fucking years ago.
I was 39.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking so old.
Fucking ridiculous.
So fucking old. It's crazy. And you've stuck around. And you've stuck around in a younger man's game too.
I gotta pay fucking child support. What do you think?
Of course, you gotta.
What are you gonna do? Start teaching Japanese down the street? I mean, I can't do anything else.
Could work at all the movie theaters in Germany, Tommy.
Yeah, I know.
You've come a long way, man. You did this as started this when you were actually having a real full-time fucking job and shit, and now this is your full-time job. Ever think that was a possibility? I mean, when we started this, we never talked about any future. It was just something fucking.
That's not true. We talked about it in these words. What we said was, odds are nothing's gonna happen,
right?
But because we're prepared for it.
Yeah, because we knew what we were getting into because we watched the heroes before us, and we knew what we were doing as far as the format and what we wanted to do. But other than that, I wasn't thinking. I didn't even want to go to YouTube. You remember? I was like, I don't want to go to YouTube.
Bill Martin and Big E are now 21. I guess they started like Joe would have probably started before he was 16. If this.
Yeah, he's a little younger.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay my bills to pay like everybody else. So.
But if you've lived.
I tried a lot of things to make money over here, and this is the only one that worked.
This one just worked of all the fucking ones. But we never thought. I don't think that we ever sat down and go, man, this could be financially fucking viable.
No, but I think we did say like it's like we started to realize I think sometimes the hockey
pretty
league
quickly
serious money here. And all you got to do is get that one hit or that one thing or that one thing. We would talk about that.
Well, I believe we were good too.
Well. Did I think I was? No, I didn't think. I didn't think anybody could do it because it was wide open.
No, but we thought we were good. We thought we were good at what we were doing.
Yeah. But I never thought I was like fucking like TV good. Now I wonder.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's so important about the time frame in which we fucking live in. 40 years ago, this ain't happening. You're not breaking into radio. Neither am I. It's just, but because we live in this fucking internet era, you got this amazing career out of it. You've gotten to talk to people that you used to watch as fans.
Huffman was 19, and now he's like fucking 28.
That's fine. I can't believe Huffman was 19. That's insane.
He's like 28, 27, 28.
That's fucking insane. That he's got to be one of the funnest just to see grow up and all of that. And that's the question I want to ask.
Grown up. He's kind of like you didn't know what I noticed. I was like, whenever he comes on Sundays, I was like, because I have all the other kids that help me out and stuff. I'm like, Jeff's kind of fucking old.
He is.
Getting like old part, Jeff's like the old guy now.
Yeah, he's not even the young kid on the block no more. He's an old man.
No, he's not. He's old. He's an old guy.
He's got a career. Fucking shit. He's too old for gaming now. It's like, come on.
Matt might be pushing 30 now. He's a doctor now.
Yeah, he hit me up. He fucking hit me up the other day, and I didn't realize because he changed his name to some sort of weird configuration of his fucking name.
He did the same thing to me, and I think he got hacked. And
is that what happened? Oh, okay.
Some shit. I don't fucking know.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's got to be fun. I know there's satisfaction because there's satisfaction on my end when I see, even on the micro, when people get a little bit of success. But when you see all these people on a personal level, like the Huffmans and all them do what they're doing in the real world and still doing what we're doing and having fun on this level. But it's got to be a different fucking story when some of these guys who started here, the Willie Max, the Nick Diorios, as viewers, as watchers.
Well, don't forget Illuminati.
How can we forget Blair?
Poor Blair.
She can't delete this video, right?
You got rich.
I
give it some time.
But it's got to be satisfying.
Hey, Blair, you're a cunt. How about that?
I don't want to delete my video, Tom. What the fuck, man? She doesn't have access. No, she can't delete this one. That's fine. No, you've got to see a lot of people go up that you had a personal connection to. What's my aside? Nick's probably the easy answer, but who is the one that really, when you look at, you're like, man, that one I feel really good about, either by influence or by direct result. What do you think?
Rico.
Is he still fat?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm no longer fat.
I was really happy the way things turned out for Tonka Saw.
I love that you go to the opposite end. You don't go to the success part. You go to the fucking to where how bad shit is for some of them. You go to your enemies. I love that. Never change. Stay gold, pony boy.
I'm trying to think. Come on in. I'm really happy for Keemstar and all his success.
Yeah, he's the up and comer in this game. He's ready to pop, I believe.
Happy for him. He's about to retire. He's like 40 years old.
He's not retiring. He's not. Yeah. He's not retiring. He's gonna be doing this at 60.
You can't do anything else. Like, what's the point? I remember. It's funny. I don't think he cares. Right? When we did the last Baited episode in 2019, he did. This is gonna sound like, because you've talked to him. Yeah. He was like trying to fuck with me. But he wasn't. He generally consumed considerable. Like, Tommy, you're like 43 or 42, whatever. You can't do this forever, and you really got to start thinking about this, that, and the other thing. And he didn't say it in a rude way, because like every other time he said that, he's like, your child will be dead in a year. You won't be making any money. You'll be homeless. Your wife will throw you out. That's usually the conversation we had. But no, he was like this. And he's like, dude, you're 40 something. I'm going to be 40 soon. That was in 2019. Now he's just about to turn 40. I think in June he turns 40. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I said something. He didn't listen, of course, but I said, well, yeah, I'm probably too old. You're right, but you have been in this since your 20s. Don't you think the platform will grow with you? You'll see a lot of more 40-year-old YouTubers. Like, I was a 40-year-old YouTuber when nobody was. Right. And I don't know if that's the case as much anymore. So I think he can continue to do this. Like, how is he any different than? Who's that guy that looks up girls' dresses? The fucking Olsen twins dress. What was his name?
Fuck. Who are you watching?
Some Perez Hilton.
Oh, okay, Perez. Yeah, he did do that.
This guy's doing fucking essentially the old school way to do YouTube drama.
Yeah.
And he still has he's filthy rich. So I even tried to say to him, I was like, I think this will grow with you, but he didn't listen to me. And then he said he was going to retire, over the summer, and now he's saying,
now he's not retiring. He's not retiring.
What happened to Keem? I'll tell you what happened to Keem. I wonder if you'd agree with me. The Alex thing keeps him from going into mainstream entertainment.
Ooh.
Which is stupid, by the way. I don't agree with that. I think
but the uphill battle he'll have. That's a hard one to fight.
Yeah, it was that time, that place. It was Cam fucking.
The Rock won't even back Joe Rogan. What do you think anyone's gonna do for Keemstar? He's fucked.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter in the space that he's in now.
No.
Because it's been so. And you know what's really funny with Keem? Because so many commentators would make money and overplay their hand with him over the years. Yeah. Nobody cares that he said the N-word. He's almost immune to it. It's kind of funny.
In our scope, yeah.
All the cancellation attempts from 2014 to 2019 really helped cement his legacy. If you think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I think that's fair. Yeah.
So if you think about it, so every fucking video he had to try to take it down or all kind of shady shit that he tried to do actually kind of helped in the long.
What is Keem's legacy? I mean, you might be the guy to actually give an answer on that because you've been through probably the biggest.
I think he's Perez Hilton. I mean, he's
definitely
Hilton.
TMZ, but it feels.
Guy. He was the first guy to do this. He's not the first guy to come up with tabloid journalism.
No.
But he's the first guy to do it in the digital age, right. And he was really entertaining doing it.
He appropriated it over here, and he found a way to make it marketable to the fan base he was trying to hit.
And lucky for him, he happens to be funny on top of it. He's funny.
Yeah, he is funny. He's a funny guy. And he's just perplexing. He's a weird, fascinating fucking guy. I love talking to him. Wish I could talk to him more often.
He has no empathy for anything but himself.
Fucking bizarre, fascinating.
That makes him interesting. It's like, wow, it's bizarre,
But he didn't.
He crack their skull in the ice, and you're like, wow, it has no effect on you.
Wakey.
Yeah, you should have not slipped on that ice, kid.
Get up, shake it off.
It's
fascinating that he gave you that lecture, though, in essence, because
It seemed sincere.
I'm sure it did, but he wasn't looking at the scope of all these guys who were creating, 10 years ago, who were 20. Now they're all 30.
30.
And they're not going to give this up. If they're successful,
he got in his late 20s, so he considers himself a late bloomer.
Right.
Like, I'm like ancient.
You're a real late bloomer. You're Randy Quaid, the rookie.
Like Jackie Chan, I'm like Jessica Tandy. There's a reference. That's a Dave joke, ain't it?
That's a good one. I appreciated a good old Jessica Tandy.
That's
reference.
a Dave joke. I literally just wrote a Dave joke.
You know what? Didn't it feel good though? It felt good.
To what?
To do a Dave joke.
No.
Why not?
Well, because I couldn't think of anything else.
You should think like a Dave more often. I think it helps.
No, nobody knows that. What are we going to do? Like chip him laughing right now? Like, here comes a judge. Here comes a judge.
Here comes the judge. Come on. Yeah. The three people who get it, and I care about them.
We weren't alive. Our parents were fucking teenagers. Stop it.
My mom ruined me, Tommy, in many ways, but in fucking entertainment by most of all.
There's your greatest moment. I think when you did the Thanos thing with Keem. That was
that's one of my better ones. That was good.
That was funny.
He laid it up.
You didn't make a joke. It was almost like
an observation.
As you're saying it, you realize how fucking funny it was.
It was fascinating. I'm like, did you just fucking pull the Thanos card? Did you just go full fucking Thanos before our eyes?
Are you trying to say you're Thanos?
Are you going Thanos? It's fascinating.
If somebody finally gets me, and like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I can look back on a thankful world and smile.
I think he worries about getting got anymore. Even when he's still worried like
Dave,
we all are.
who's this old fart?
If you're in drama, you're worried about getting got. And back then, I don't think he worries about it at all anymore.
Toxic Piplup with the $5. Dave, who's this old fart? That's Tommy, motherfucking C. Hit the like button for Tommy C. If not for me, for Tommy C. I gotta do the hat changes and shit. Still do the hat changes. Because why the fuck not? Why not?
My favorite fucking thing ever when Randy Johnson killed that bird.
Isn't it that's one of the greatest things in sports?
Greatest fucking thing I've ever seen. I think it was 15 or 16. I was probably at 17 when that happened.
That gymnast in the who fucking runs into the pommel horse at full speed. That's the only one. That's that one's so good.
I hate that one. I don't think it's funny at all.
When he flaps on the ground after, it's so
it didn't die like the bird.
The bird died. That bird's dead
instantly.
Why do you like the darkness? Why do you like the death?
Because I was like, I don't know, I was in high school when that happened, and it just gave me joy like I can't explain.
They couldn't stop playing it.
They call it a bird and hit that bird just like by complete coincidence. I mean, he threw consistently 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and I just love the idea of all the bird's bones snapping at once.
Oh my god.
It's just too funny to me.
That's still like fun. like Mortal Kombat going in, you just see the bird's fucking bones snapping.
It's like he hasn't did anything. It's just a fucking bird, but it's funny to me. It's very funny. And also, I grew up with a story about Dave Winfield threw a bird in fucking when he was playing in Toronto.
Yeah.
And he actually hit some stupid bird, right? It was one of those things like, hey, guys, better hit that bird, right? And he did it, and he actually hit the fucking thing, never thinking he could. Turns out, Canadian law, it was some kind of like rare fucking like 6 of them on planet Earth. He had to go to fucking trial for it in Canada. It was funny as fuck.
Country bird and shit. Oh my god.
And he tossed it. He's carrying a fucking thing. It was some kind of like endangered species. He was like, hey, watch this, guys. Boop, and that was the end of the bird. That's funny to me.
It's pretty fucking good.
I mean, I love animals and anything, and I especially I have a cat now, and I live. But
you finally got a cat. I can't believe you got a cat.
Animals getting killed in mysterious, like unusual circumstances. Like I don't think it's funny if somebody beats the hell out of a dog to death.
No, of course not.
I think they should put that guy in jail. But if it's sporadic, if it's just like accidental,
right?
And got a weird set. It's funny
when a 6 foot fucking 10 guy who throws 102 miles an hour hits a fucking bird.
He could be. He's a 6 foot, like he's a 7 foot guy, threw a fucking baseball 100 miles an hour, and this fucking seagull happened to fly.
And he's a lefty.
Perfectly. That bird's kind of deserved it. He's pretty stupid.
Pretty stupid. That's not a fucking fly zone bird.
You grew up in fucking Chicago. You used to have all those day games.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how many times you watch the game and like, God, I wish those fucking pitchers had hit one of those fucking birds.
You see, we have seagulls over there. Those seagulls know better. They know not to get anywhere near Wrigley mostly because one of the fat guys in the goddamn stands might try to eat the poor fucking thing.
Eat them.
Right out of the sky and eat it.
Yeah,
You fucking assholes.
If wasn't there a guy killed by a poodle in like some high rise? He fell off. Like Dennis Leary did a bit about that years back.
Jesus Christ.
The poodle fell. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's not funny that it happened in the circumstances.
That's certainly not funny to the dog owner, but in hindsight, yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, somebody had to clean that up.
Here's the thing. I watch. I really like watching big cats. That's my new thing. You asked
Yeah,
Matt.
I was trying to get to the big cats because this fascinates me.
Well, here's the thing. I love watching cats kill other animals. Nothing makes me happier. And
is there a reason for it?
For it, it's like anything. Like I don't know. I think he's gonna get him this time. That's a pretty good cut right there. Like you can watch fucking. Who's your favorite running back? Right.
Right. Okay. Like currently.
Yeah, all right.
Let's just say Walter Payton. Walter
Payton. You like when he fucking like goes one way and the guy jumps and he jumps over. That's
right,
what
it's fascinating. Sure, yeah. I
like the cheetah hunt. I love when I like when they get away, and I also like when the cheetah has a fucking good grip around the neck and crushes the windpipe of the victim because it's just nature.
Well, now that you've watched enough cat videos, I got to ask you a question to answer an old comedy trope. So there's a great joke that I love that guy used to tell. Have you ever seen a cheetah or a cat pull a hamstring mid-chase?
I wondered about that years
How
ago.
fucking funny would that be?
I don't know.
It would be fucking hysterical.
No, that's not funny at all.
Oh my god! Yeah, come on, a fucking gazelle. He's chasing after the gazelle. The gazelle fucking jukes him out of his shoes, and oh god!
How dare you?
No,
that's terrible.
Come on, that's nature. He should have fucking limbered up.
No,
it's the cat.
nature.
Cat's
it's
fault.
like a bummer. I don't like
Cat's
guys
fault.
hurt in hockey. I don't like, even if it's a player. I don't like.
It's something that can't possibly happen.
No, because it's not a fair contest. I like once it's like the no.
That gazelle lives because of that pulled hamstring. If he would have limbered up, he would have.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair to the cat, but it's fair to the gazelle.
It's not fair. He should have been, if he got away, he should have got away legit.
You got to rub some dirt on it. It's just a pulled hamstring.
I think it's funny when you see some lion try to pounce on some fucking gazelle and the gazelle jukes him and he falls on his ass. That's
great. That's fucking fantastic.
And fucking lion.
What's your favorite cat?
The Menel.
Ooh. All right, Jack Hanna.
It's a Mongolian cat. And the reason I like about it is like even a tiger, which is probably the most dangerous apex predator on the planet besides like a shark, right?
Yeah.
Like a great white shark. Nothing is more dangerous and incredible than a Siberian tiger. Nothing. Bad. Oh God, it's like way close to 1,000 pounds, man. It's just it's a beast. It really is.
Fucking Cringer battle cat style. Fuck that.
But you can get to the point. I mean, ask who are those two gay Germans who used to fucking play with cats?
Siegfried and Roy, yeah. They make many things disappear into little holes, yeah.
Yeah, and one of them ate the one tiger.
Ate his face.
Tiger went tiger.
Tiger went tiger.
You can get tiger to a point. They proved it where you can pet them and stroke them and what have you. The Mantle or Palisades cat hates fucking everything, everyone, including other Palisades cat.
That makes sense.
It's a little ball of hate.
No wonder why it's your favorite.
They're no bigger than a domestic cat, but they look bigger because they have this really thick coat. And they just there's nothing you can do because you could take a tiger away from its mother the moment it's born, right? Raise it yourself, and it's still pretty dangerous, but you probably can interact with it, pet it, touch it, what have you.
For a
while. If you're a trained zookeeper or something. Palisades cat,
it just ain't happening.
It doesn't matter what you do. You could sedate them, and they just feel a hate. And the thing that you ever look at your cat and it has oval eyes, right?
Right.
Well, pupils. Certain cats don't. Tigers and lions have circular pupils. Well, the Palisades cat, strangely enough, even though it's no bigger than domestic and looks like a domestic cat, has circular pupils.
Oh, so this is a tiny little cat. This isn't even a big cat.
It is. No, it's not. It looks bigger because of the coat. The coat's real thick because they're designed for the cold.
I think it really fucked you up then.
They're always angry. No matter what, they literally look it up. Look up Palisades cat right now.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's literally angry cat, or what would they call that? Grumpy cat. This thing's legit pissed off. And I like it. I like they take these like kids to the zoos to see them, and they're like, "Oh, it's the cat
Oh
Palisades."
yeah. There's a famous meme with that cat. The
Oh, there is?
growling. Yeah, those fucking cats that
They're
growling.
constantly
Oh, they're pissed
and
off.
nothing breaks them. If I've walked next to them in the zoos, and they're like, "Yeah, it's like a honey badger." They have no fucking like the other one's a sand
Insult
cat.
cat.
Yeah, the Palisades cat on the mantle. No, that's but see, like I've been in a zoo and I had a cheetah rub his coat like a cat would on the fence, and I heard him purring.
Oh really?
Like, yeah. I heard him purring.
How did that make you feel?
I wanted to touch him. Yeah.
You didn't want to ride him, Vladimir Putin? Come on, take your shirt off and get inside the cage.
I'm not afraid. I don't know if this is confirmed cheetah attack in history on a human being. I'm not afraid of cheetahs.
You're not afraid of cheetahs at all.
Not at all.
God,
No.
I would really like to fucking try.
They less than 100 pounds, so you break their arms.
So you would get into a fucking confined area with a cheetah?
I would much rather be in a confined area with a cheetah than a fucking a cougar.
Yeah, but you would willingly walk into a cage with a cheetah, though.
Yes.
Well, can we make this happen?
I wish.
I
mean, he's already got to be like somebody's pet already or in a zoo. And
Let's do the opening to Die Hard 3, but instead of a message of hate, you just walk in with meat.
No, I wouldn't be afraid at all. If it was just a cheetah by itself, yeah. A female, preferably. Males are looking,
I'm not even going to ask why you want the fucking female, Tommy. Good God.
I want because they have less chance of biting you, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, but then they might move in. She might move in and get attached to you. Want you to knock her up.
They don't have retractable front claws.
Oh, there you go.
They're
females don't?
No, the males, but both cheetahs in general. They don't have retractable front claws. They just their feet act like spikes, like baseball cleats.
Oh, so they can't
really scratch. Yeah, they can't really scratch like they're not there to scratch. They're there to run because they're nature's first. They're nature's perfect speed demon. I watch too much. I don't like Thundercats.
This is what you do with your time now. So
I like watching cats stalk, hunt, and kill prey. I enjoy that.
So you've built a Shop the Point empire, and with your time that you have,
I'd much rather be talking about, I don't know, Mrs. Muffins like choking out a gazelle. Yeah, sure.
Would you ever create content on cats? Is this a fucking iDub squirrel thing, or what's going on?
I can watch cats kill other things, up until including people I don't like. I would I'd call it for with Jesse Montera back in WWE days.
Up until
McMahon, he could have got away, but he something like that.
What a maneuver, McMahon! Shut up, McMahon.
No,
that'd be pretty good.
He doesn't give a consistent count.
I was with you until you turned it into like a running man with fucking dangerous cats. Kill people.
Well, people I don't like in cages with Siberian tigers is kind of
interesting. This is not Putin level shit. I think that's what they do in Russia now.
Yeah.
Go get over there.
I hope so.
So I did a thing, and we've already done over an hour because we did a little less already.
I don't like cats, Dirty John. I like fucking big cats. I don't even like my own cat.
Don't act like you don't like that cat. Don't act like you like Bunny. Don't act like you don't like Bunny.
I only like Bunny because the purrs are like ASMR, and it really is. My sleeping is gone. Like I have slept so well this year.
Just because of the cat?
I literally grab the cat before bed, and I throw it in the bed. It climbs my wife. It starts purring. I'm out.
Just gone. That's it.
No, it's like the greatest thing. Like I took medicine for sleeping, but you know how my sleeping problems are.
I got the same one.
I'll be as soon as I got that cat. So I moved here and got that cat. Yeah,
done.
Yeah, but I don't particularly like her. I mean, she's kind of
stop it.
I'll tell you where I lost fucking all respect for this fucking feline. At first we started finding some dead mice around the house.
Yeah.
And I was kind of proud. Well, she lined up a magpie, and I'm watching, and she's got her ass. You ever see the cats? They shake their ass.
Oh yeah.
You know why they do that? They're tucking their legs in.
Yeah, they're spring
They
loaded.
can get that spring.
Yep.
Right. All cats do it. Even big cats do it. Right. So she had a magpie right in the line, and she worked on it. I watched her work on it for 10 minutes because you got to be really, really quiet. So I'm just watching it. I'm enjoying. I'm rooting for her, and then she goes and she shakes her ass, does a half sprint, and just stops, Doesn't even spook the fucking magpie. What's up? Says, fuck it. Like, why am I running? There's food inside. And starts licking her ass. And I'm like, I was really disappointed with her after that.
You
I really
did
wanted
it to the cat. You turned that cat into a domesticated pussy.
Yeah, I want to stop feeding her. Like, Andy won't stop feeding her. I want to stop feeding her because like I could watch her like kill the magpie, but she doesn't give a shit. She just sits there and like now I'm seeing like it's getting more humiliating because the magpies are landing next to her, and she might glance at them, and then other times she won't. She doesn't give a fuck.
Disrespecting her.
Hey, I don't care. They don't fuck with her. You know, they haven't gone that far yet. I'll throw her out of the house if that happens. But yeah, like I find it really irritating when there's something she can kill and she just rather than just bask in the sun or some shit. We have like a farmhouse out here.
I know.
Like,
You seem that
there's
great.
there's a bunch of mice that she could probably take out. She won't do it.
My cat got his first kill. He got a mouse kill the other night. He
did?
Yeah, he got him good too.
Yeah,
got him real fucking good. He was walking around with him.
She's like she retired. Like she's like retired. She's gonna turn. She turned 7 this year.
Oh, she's an older cat.
We got paperwork for her now. You know.
Yeah, you're telling me that. She's an older cat now. She's fucking getting up there. And mine's a goddamn asshole.
Ran around a little bit, chased a fucking mouse. She'd be in better shape. You know.
You love my cat.
I would love to sit on my porch or my window and watch my cat savagely choke a rodent to death with his teeth.
Just murder doves all day long.
Yes. There's something funny when like something happens to a bird, the feathers go everywhere. It's funny to me.
Well, you know what? When you get to the age that you are at, you got to find things that just make you happy. And so aside from just the cats, what are you viewing? Aside from you're becoming more of a viewer, you seem to be talking more about interest that you're watching and what you're doing. So aside from the cats, what type of content are you consuming now? What are you finding to be your normal watch?
I've been watching nothing but Star Wars.
You are obsessed with fucking Star Wars. I love it too, by the way. I'm glad that you are.
Not really.
You're becoming more of a nerd the older you get, bro.
I don't really give a shit. You know, like
yeah, you do. You almost cried during that fucking video the other day.
Like I don't know, it's a weird thing. I'll tell you, and this is gonna be really corny. So, like everything sucks. Kathleen Kennedy sucks. They ruined the whole fucking thing. This movie's terrible. I don't care what you said. Although we did have a good time when we went to see Last Jedi.
Yeah, but
it took me a day to realize. Oh my God, they broke the whole thing. You didn't realize it. You
didn't
realize
time. It took me time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I still haven't seen the third movie, so that should tell you your fucking answer right there.
Oh, but you know, I can't say that we didn't have a good time. And I think when we came out of the movie, we both said, well, at least because I was going in. Remember, I was bitching about they're gonna make an empire. They're gonna make an empire. You watch.
It was an empire, but we didn't hate it. We did note. We did a video. We went to a bar right after, and we did. Remember that? And we did a review on it, and neither one of us hate fucked it. You didn't hate it as much. You hated aspects of it.
I hated the fucking the men being talked down to like they were like they were nothing.
By the purple-haired women, yes.
And by the way, it hurt minorities too. It hurt Poe's character. It hurt Finn's character. So
it hurt everybody. It hurt
it hurt Daisy's character because nobody respects her. Nobody buys the shit.
It was a bad pivot. It was a
hurt them too.
Shane Dawson, High as a Kite, both donated $1. Your dono link is fuck. You'll have to. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
He likes cats.
And Shane Dawson, we love cats. That's right.
He never fucked his cat.
No, he only came on his cat.
No, he said he didn't do that.
Well, and Richard Gere never put a fucking gerbil up his ass. Of course,
the fact that he had to respond to it is just the funniest thing ever.
Well, you expected he was going to admit to it?
He responded to it in the most graphic way imaginable. It's funny. Like, why? Like, if I've never had to say, it's a lie. I never fucked my cat. Can you imagine that?
Well, what is he going to say? Yeah, I came on my cat.
That's what you say. Nothing. Nobody believed it. Stupid ass.
Richard Gere never came out and go, yeah, I like gerbils in there. That's right. Put it in my back pocket.
Or anybody else that was popular in the 80s. Everybody had the gerbil thing going on.
I only remember that being prominent to Richard Gere.
Yes. Richard Gere. Yeah, every time, it was every guy. Richard Gere was on the list. He was like the last guy.
Yeah, we're taking calls, Philan. Get in there. Get into the Discord.
No, Bon Jovi was before Richard Gere, though.
There was a rumor of Bon Jovi getting the gerbil up the ass?
Terrible, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anybody that was good looking in Hollywood and going places in the 80s had a gerbil up there.
But was that that might have just been in fucking near Redbridge, though. Fucking Red Bank. Just
No, I think it was like a nationwide like horse shit.
Anyone good's got a fucking animal up their
Weird
ass.
urban legends.
Sounds like
But
a fucking New Jersey thing.
Because like when Richard Gere came around, right? And then I heard about somebody else afterwards. It did.
Uh-oh. We are having technical difficulties. Tommy just dropped out of the call. Don't know why, but he'll be right back in every moment. There he is. He's good.
You need to help me out.
You're back. What happened there?
No, I think that I got put out because of. I guess you have some kind of system where you can get thrown out after a certain amount of time. Yeah,
well, son of a bitch. My bad.
No, I'll put my thing back.
Never had that happen before, but regardless, that's okay. Continue where you were, good son.
No, I started realizing somebody said, "Do you ever hear what an urban legend is?" And I said, "What's an urban legend?" And I was like, "Well, like Richard Gere." And I'm like, "Yes, perfect. That's it."
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a million. And then I found a book of urban legends, and Bon Jovi and Richard Gere was in that section for urban legends.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. There you go.
I could see Bon Jovi doing it.
I could, you don't know what you're doing. Double click on my picture in Discord. Watch this. Double click on me on the actual video of me, because it'll make me whole.
Yeah, I've done that. See,
There you go. That's better.
Yeah, that's what I keep doing.
Gerbils are huge, aren't they? I never believe that shit. Who would do that? Yeah.
That you're as big as I can get you now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna show me how to. Anyway, all right. I gotta ask you this question, and I want to get some stuff because I actually did a thing. I went to people, and I got questions from your people, from your staff.
Sure.
So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna see if you can guess who asked what question. But before we get to there, if you had no obligations, no bills, nothing, just time.
Yes.
Would you be creating, and what would you be doing on what platform where nothing else mattered? You're just doing your thing.
All right. I'd be creating. I hate that. I just do this shit.
Why do you hate that word? Why do you hate certain words like that? Creating. Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
Why? You are.
Fucking Mozart. I'm a jackass. It's a wise ass. I don't see myself as a creator, and I don't need that fucking. I don't need that. Like that's.
But you would say you made it. You'd say you made a video.
Influencer too. People that call themselves, they're the ones that I eat for breakfast. They're literally my food. Right? Because you start saying things like that, you get so much hung up in your own fucking horse shit that you do something stupid. You start thinking you're better than everybody.
Is there that big difference between made and create?
No, creator.
Made and create. It's the same thing. You'd say I made this video, but you won't say I created this video.
When I say that to some people, like you made a video, like no. It's like you wrote a song.
What did you do? Did you fucking poof it in there?
Well, I mean,
What'd you do?
It literally did it, but it's the way it's put in this sort of artistic zone.
You're a musician. This is so surprising you take this stance to me. This is fucking fascinating that you have that stance. You're a musician.
Not you per se, but like people sound ridiculous when they're like, I'm a creator, I'm an influencer. I just like you're an asshole.
Well, saying it like that, yeah, but I mean, you can't say it like that. But I agree with that. But if you could, what would you be doing? What content would you be making? What would you be doing with your time if you had no obligation?
Time off and do the same shit.
Jesus,
what else am I gonna do? I'm serious. I've thought about that. Like, what if I like hit the lottery or something?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're still right now. You're doing what you want to do, but you're also doing things because it pays the bills, and like you have an obligation to an extent.
I probably wouldn't be. Well, no, nothing because
same thing.
I'd still take their money. Yeah, so I would feel obligated because I had more obligation because I was taking the money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would probably do the same fucking thing.
Fair enough.
I'm not doing this. It's not so bad, at least not yet. I think I would quit. Knowing me, I think I would get a dumb job. If I like, there's aspects of it I hate. I hate the repetition. I really fucking hate the conversations about age of consent and the pedo stuff.
Piggyback on that real quick.
Yeah.
What's the one that you hate the most? To piggyback on what you just said, what is the one topic that you nuke off the planet? You don't want to hear any fucking more. The pedo.
The one I don't hear these kids accusing each other of pedo.
Good God, man, it's bad, isn't it?
It's like if I did a nuke one story, it would have been in 2019. It would have been when you really started. It was always around, but it seemed to come around in cycles where it is the cycle now. If I could put a person in a room full of tigers that were man eaters, it would be Matt's What It Is.
Yeah.
And I would like to
Oh, wow, yeah.
share, like like when they crack their bones and shit, like they lean on them after they've gutted them, all their entrails are out. I would enjoy watching that happen to Matt's What It Is after what he did to this fucking website.
Yeah. No,
I don't mean that. That sounds pretty gross. Yeah, maybe I do mean it, but for argument's sake, for just to protect me if somebody calls me out, I really think he hurt he hurt my job. He made my job boring.
Is he one of the biggest perpetrators against the platform when it comes to that context? Would you call him public enemy number one?
He set the trend, and everybody else tried to get on it ever since. And even more so than Keem, because I think Keem's someone responsible too.
It was just because it was from the inside out. Because we'd have
guys, though, I mean, like Red Kiwis and Lion Maker. He made this mistake, but he legitimately busted guys. Like what Matt's What It Is did just hurt everybody across. The people lost money, and it changed the demand for the type of drama. I always got into it. Like I always looked at his Howard Stern perspective. Like you take the content, you goof on it, whatever. And I found myself getting involved in I'm still proud of it, like this Lazo thing. And Nick did heavy lifting on that, but yeah, I mean, I'm more proud of that than anybody that even came through. Like get that kid off, straighten that shit out. And we're like a comedy show, certain thing, goofing on these kids, and the kids we're goofing on, all of a sudden they do something like deplorable, like really deplorable. I'm just saying that word to say it, like it's truly deplorable.
Right.
And not only that, after we've explained it to them, they know they're like, holy shit, and they decide to protect themselves and double down. And like most people, I don't know, the kids are any worse than regular adults.
No, they're not.
Yeah. No, they're not. They do the same things.
It just gets made a bigger deal because they're younger.
Adult could play defense better. These guys are so dumb.
Yeah, in fact, you can make the argument that it's worse when we do that shit because we should know better. We have the advantage of fucking time.
I don't know anybody in my circle that hasn't taken responsibility for a stone false allegation.
I'm just speaking in general.
Still out there as a false allegation. There's no doubt in my mind, had the community not turned on Alex, that he would still be doing this today. No doubt in my mind.
But now, he isn't on TikTok.
In fact, I know people that he accused. He was doing this in private as well. So I'll test for that. He was doing this in private as well.
That's the one thing. When I look back on that Keemstar interview, he had fucking Alex
right in the head. I got a fucking
Alex pegged, man.
Yeah. And we were trying to stick up for Alex, because I thought the whole thing started with, he hit 1 million.
Yep.
And all of Cabos, of all people, said, you know what? We haven't been friends. I don't know if I like you. Congratulations. And I was like, that's very big of Cabos to do that. So I stuck up for fucking Cabos and him. So I was like, hey, he's just a dumb kid. He's not dangerous. Little did I know he was.
Right.
Little I know he's sick and twisted,
The snake. Snake was the word that Keem used over and over, and it was a proper fucking word. He even fucking slithers. He has the lisp and everything.
I don't do YouTube news anymore. I just goof on it. I stopped doing the news videos. I don't find them very fun.
Are you going more towards away from that? I would say in the future, is the future of it is Howard Stern?
No, it's really big. I'll put him in. I'll interview somebody, but yeah.
But I mean, that's where you're going in general.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna find the time to do this shit because of the German class. That's another problem that keeps me from expanding.
You winding down?
Yeah, I was gonna do wavy web surf type stuff.
Recorded stuff.
Yeah, but with me, because the way I work, with having the feeling I have to have a template, and I don't think that's really creative, But I have to because of the amount of time that I have, and the fact that I'm also a master procrastinator. So
but what about shot from the point?
I'm never not gonna do it. I'm not.
Do you see a life of shot from the point beyond you?
I'll quit shot from the point when I truly feel ridiculous doing it. But I don't feel ridiculous.
We said quit, but you didn't say end. So do you see a life for shot from the point beyond you?
No.
Why not?
Because I think it's not like a show. It's not like a Tonight Show where you can hand it to somebody else. This is YouTube. It's you. This is influence. You got to do your own thing your own way. And I decided to do it like a radio show, and then fucking Augie took it to the next level. So no, I don't think it takes somebody. I mean, how many times have we seen people sell their YouTube channels to some fucking company and it just people unsub and the views go down eventually until it dies.
In fact, ask Ray William Johnson when you just let somebody else host your own show. You give it to somebody else, you can kill your fucking channel that way too.
Sure.
It's the same reason why Drama Alert can't give it away. No, I totally understand your reasons.
Ray came back to the shore.
Yeah, and he's kicking ass apparently too.
Yeah.
Apparently he's kicking fucking ass, which shocked me. Somebody told me, I think Willie Mac told me. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What?
Yeah, he's back with a vengeance. And he turned his sub count back.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how that works?
He's been a thin-skinned prick.
Yeah, hey, bigger with $10 from River. Yeah! River with $10. Oh, you guys.
Tommy, you should look into this rumor, Elvis. There are a ton of receipts out there.
I'm so glad I never did IRL stuff. Like, first of all, I was too old for it when it started. Second of all, I look at all those jackasses that took life signs, and I'm like, what a bunch of fucking white trash losers.
We stuck our toe in it. Breakfast and beer.
Well, yeah, but I still people compliment me on Breakfast and Beer because that was like a great idea.
That was a great show, bro.
Live stream, and then it was a podcast and what have you.
It was so good.
Yeah, that was good. The problem is getting drunk every fucking week.
Well, that wasn't a problem. It became one. After you do it every week.
Me, it's for weight wise, it was a problem.
Oh yeah, but
weight.
you could blame that, or you can blame the midnight donor walks. Whatever.
Yeah, I stopped doing that.
That's a good thing.
No,
let me get a couple of these questions in from your staff here if you want to take some guesses at who asked what. First one, this one is, when are you going to follow Jeff Huffman's nutrition and training program?
I lost 20 pounds.
You have.
So Look at me.
Who do you think wrote that one?
I still get notifications for it. I look at it like I stare at it for a minute or so. I just like I can open that. I still get notifications. I still have my app on. I just stare at it.
I used you know what it did for me, and it might. I don't know what your goals are going to be or what you want to do. Me, it was just live longer, and then it turned into now I'm obsessed with it. Now I really. Well, I was really scared a few years ago. I was especially
but I didn't
when
know
my mom died, man. It was like the same thing with Huffman, man. When you fucking lose your mom out of nowhere, well, my mom really wasn't out of nowhere when you go back and look at it, but you know what I mean.
Here's the thing, Bruce. My ex-wife ruined my life, like as far as like having a good job, and they just completely like bankrupted me, right? And then this miracle happened, and I make a few grand a month, and it's enough. Sometimes it's more than a few grand a month. It depends, and I'm too stupid to speak German to get a fucking job outside a stupid job over here. And then I haven't been in the States long enough. I don't think the government would hire me, even though my qualifications, everything I did in the Army is completely obsolete. I don't know what else I could do. And the good part is, like, imagine being, like, I'm trapped in a job where I can't get a raise, but I love it. So imagine, like, working at McDonald's and thinking, God damn, I can't wait to make a Big Mac. That's where I'm at,
That's a good comparable. That's a good comparable. So is that why you're taking better care of yourself so you can keep making the Big Macs?
And fucking loving every minute of it.
And Tommy's loving it. That's right. That should be the new fucking slogan.
I spend time with my kids, and me and Tommy are pretty close, and I live in a nice house, and
certainly worked out for you.
I have everything I ever wanted. I literally want for nothing at this point.
You got a million fucking arcade machines.
I want to make this clear. I don't know if I'll ever be that. Like, something bad could happen. Like, God, fucking, something bad could happen.
We're about to all get nuked.
No, I was thinking like, my wife left me or something.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Micro, macro, fair enough.
Happened to Tommy or a lawyer or something like that. No, but I think that's like the cycle of life. Like the divorce was that, and there was some letdowns, and I think that'll happen again, and you just deal with it.
Oh yeah, heartache's always coming, bro.
Yeah.
At least now you got a whole bunch of fucking really cool arcade machines to lose if something bad happens, so that's good.
Yeah, I want, like, if I had to flee, I would really be upset because I know I wouldn't live as well as I was over here.
No, you won't. You don't want to come back here, man. You're doing good. You're doing fine.
I'm doing okay. It's really I wouldn't have thought I was. He asked me like, what do you think you're doing? Like, I wouldn't have thought I'd been here now, and now it's just so much a part of my routine. And then I'm just trying to figure out a way to grow with it, to keep it rolling. You know, I hope streaming gets more popular. I hope YouTube cuts me a break and doesn't fucking bury me. I just hope things change. I hope the government goes in and busts these companies up, and maybe that fucking ends it right there. But at least we don't have these oligarchs with all these power. I mean, I don't know what to fucking do, and I don't really care if anybody like laughs at me. I mean, I watch my heroes well into their 40s entertained, and I am blessed to entertain at a working class level. Blessed. That wasn't available when I was a kid. You were either filthy rich or you're starving artist, and now I'm somewhere in between.
Do you worry about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do I worry about it over? No.
No. Do you worry about? Do you worry about the thing that you said at the beginning of this? When we started talking, you talked about Howard Stern. Do you remember? Do you worry about somebody going, man, Tommy C really fucking? God, what the fuck? Do you worry about that one day, like in the future?
I'll tell you what, because people have told me my whole life. Now, my online personality would be the exception. People told me that one of the things they've always liked about me, and I've heard this in the Army, I heard it, is I'm not different if you put me in a different situation. Like, I'm the same person no matter where you go.
Right.
If there's a really hot chick there, I'm the same person. If there's a really ugly chick there, I'm the same person. If there's somebody rich there, I'm the same person. I'm in a bar, I'm the same person. I'm in a really ritzy joint, I'm the same person. And it's always one of the night. I've gotten that compliment a lot. And I like to think it's true. I'm not totally tapping myself on that. So I don't see myself, I see myself as a kind of a cool older guy and not somebody that sacrifices all his principles. And I can't imagine, as much as I hate grandstanders and people moralizing, virtue signaling, and looking down at others to make themselves feel big, I can't imagine at this point in my life, to 10 or 15 years from now, I'll feel like I'm going to just, and do that. I'm not like that. I do it with the exception of my online thing, because we're kind of going at each other, and that's part of the whole drama dance.
Sure.
But I don't do that in my real life at all.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine, saying, well, YouTube used to be better. Like, what? I would literally goof on somebody like that. Like, if I had somebody my age, a YouTuber my age, like when they're 50s, and they start lecturing everybody, I would tell that guy to shut the fuck up and let the kids go.
Well, see, that's now. Now you're 45. We're talking about the future. If you keep this going, you're still doing stuff.
I'm halfway in the fucking coffin, man. I'm halfway through my life. No, the future's not that far.
Well, Stern's in his late 60s now. You know what I mean?
I would start some kind of behavior change in my 30s if I was going to come out and start telling people, don't leave the house.
Well, no, I'm not saying that specifically. I'm using it as in general, because Stern's now in his 60s. In his 40s, where you are now, he was a different fucking Stern. That's my point. If you continue this going into the future, you're going to go through fundamental changes just from being fucking old. You've probably seen it with your old man.
Content changes. I'm not talking about 19-year-olds anymore.
It depends. You might have financial reasons to not give much of a fuck anymore.
I've always thought that the money would run out.
Right.
And then goodbye, or then I'll come on stream once in a while and 10 people show up. It almost kind of go back to... what do you call it? You just do
do hockey again.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, it would come full circle, and that's how I know it's over. But I mean, you've known me for a long time. Like, I've always been kind of an internet guy.
Yeah, you have been.
Much
more than I was. Much more.
Yeah, I loved our job in the Army.
We've known each other 15 fucking years. Can you believe that? We met each other for the first time in 2007 when you visited me in the hospital.
That's 2007.
That was 2007.
I married that.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it? He brought you.
My ex-wife doesn't remember you,
which is weird, because I remember her and the goddamn and your fucking child. You fucking carried her into the goddamn hospital. Say hi, baby, and shit. That's why I knew you were good people.
Your wife? She doesn't remember your wife?
That I can imagine. That I believe. No one seems.
I don't. It's bizarre, because remember she bitched about her. My ex, not Andy, by the way, Melanie. My ex, we bitched about her.
I'm sure that'll upset her.
Yeah, I told that story a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
But she'll look me straight in the eye and she'll say, "That never happened." I'm lying. I know that's true, because I told that years ago. So I was like, well, maybe she has dementia. Cool. That's what I think to myself. Great.
Cool.
I just have dementia now. I can't have. Laura's just about grown up. What the fuck?
Alicia's going to be fucking 17 in April.
Exactly.
She's going to be 17. But she got a lip ring the other day.
I told Laura that. She didn't seem very impressed.
Getting a lip ring?
No, turning 17. I was telling him, because your daughter was really good to my daughter. I said, you remember Alicia? She's like, yeah. And she's almost 17. I was high school. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of fucked up. Alicia was always really nice to her.
She's a girl. She's like, you're like your girl. Your girl was a little bit of a tomboy. Like, my girl's more of a girl.
True, that's true.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah.
Alicia just got her first lip ring. Oh yeah. Oh
You know
yeah.
what I had to do? My Laura spent Christmas with my father. You know.
Yeah, you
You
told
know?
me about. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, she's like, she asks us, she goes, "Can I get extra earrings?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." So they go in there, and then she went for it. She goes, "Can I get a belly button ring?"
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
And my father, typical New Jersey fat, looked her right in the eye and said, "Yeah, sure. When do you want to go?" Really?
I know.
And she's like, "Why don't you call your father and ask him?" I was like, "Oh, I want to do that." You know?
that wasn't happening.
It was cool.
Another question from your staff.
I had to hide my earrings when I was ridiculous. And belly button ring, ridiculous.
Well, you've had piercings, right?
Yeah.
What'd you have
yeah.
pierced?
Nothing body, but I had like 3 here and 2 on the other side.
You had 5 piercings in your
Yeah,
ears.
Yeah, I did.
If you had the over/under on Tommy C body piercings,
I was doing. I never did body piercing. I thought I used to.
well, the ears on your body.
I never got a tattoo either, but I remember I was hanging around that rock, like fucking Korn, Limp Bizkit. We were doing shows and shit. You know, we were in that crowd in the East Coast. You know,
Neither one of us have gotten a tattoo.
I used to play shows at a place that was right down the street from Phil Ivey's house, like literally spitting distance.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, like it was right down the street from, like walking distance to Phil Ivey's house.
People are like, who's fucking Phil Ivey?
Yeah, I know.
Get educated, motherfuckers. You look like you want to go have a cigarette real bad.
No, I don't do this a lot now. I'm smoking.
Let me give you a couple quick hitters.
Yeah, Tommy had. I'd probably get an infection if I, like my whole ear would fall out if I tried to stick it.
You should do one. You should get one now.
My wife made me put him in, like, when I was like, yeah, because she found it, like, you have piercing? I was like, yeah. And she's like, put him in, and she's like, you look ridiculous. I'm like, I don't wear them anymore. So it wasn't just the army, no, it was pretty ridiculous.
I can imagine it did not work on you. It didn't work on your skinny. It ain't working on your tummy.
Here's the problem, son, with having it. My father said this to me. When you go to work and people see that hole in your ear, they're going to think less. You won't be able to get a fucking job.
Yeah, now you look around now.
5 piercings. I wouldn't buy. Everybody had like the cord. We're trying to be like Korn, Deftones. We're fucking.
Well, now everybody, you go to anywhere here in the States, they got piercings everywhere.
It used to be like in the old days, you were queer, and then it was heavy metal, and then all the people that weren't cool said you were queer, and then like now you're queer again. Like it keeps going back.
But now it's not an insult. Now it's like, yes, I am. But you go anywhere now, and everybody's got fucking piercings all in their face and all in their tattoos on their hands.
Yeah, the ear thing I'm talking. I never went that route.
Now it's everywhere, though. I'm saying it's really spread. Now I remember the thing that you never saw back in the day was tattoos on hands. Now you see it fucking everywhere. Everyone's got their hands tattooed.
Like people that aren't in prison that gets tattoos.
Right, because I was about to say that's the only people that you knew who had hand tattoos were prisoners. Are we just old? Are we old white men?
You get a fucking that's the hardest place to get a tattoo too. Like you get a tattoo on your face. That's a fucking commitment, man.
Hey,
that's
Mike Tyson, baby.
Will never ever work a fucking normal job. It's like, yep, like never. You imagine going in there and it says fucking like
banker and
like,
shit.
Somebody's forehead it says like Abigail or some shit like that. You have a goddamn degree in you like Fauci degrees and fucking.
You wouldn't let Mike Tyson do your taxes? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I like Mike Tyson promote a fight. No.
You want that good tribal. You just know he's from a tribe.
You know what's weird? His tattoo, he's had it so long now. I don't see it anymore.
Just normal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see his tattoo anymore.
Just part of him,
like,
part of the mystique.
I'm like, oh God, how do you fuck up your face like that? How do you do that? Yeah. Now I don't see when he talks. It doesn't even affect me.
Well, he's so fucking fascinating now. Like, Jesus Christ, what a comeback.
No, but I don't look at him like he ruined his face.
No.
Like most people, I was looking at this guy, Tom McDonald. He's like Matt Pitt's favorite rapper, and he's a real white boy. It's really, really fucking terrible. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. He's got tattoos all over his fucking face and his mouth. I'm like, you're not an Aryan Brotherhood. You need to do that,
It's what the kids like to do now. I'm glad you just brought up Matt Pitt, man. I'm glad you brought it up because I wanted to talk about your staff for a moment because we do have questions from them and all that. But aside from just having fun with them, you got a fantastic fucking staff around you. You're a well-oiled machine. You have this wonderful fucking shot from the point world that you live in now. How important, how much easier does that make? Obviously, there's the obvious, but I mean, go a little deeper when it comes to the importance of having that team that you're able to rely on every single day. I mean,
I would have to schedule my life, and I would spend less time with my family if it wasn't for them. It had to do this. I'd have to be. There would have to be a certain, like, I couldn't just. I would really have to be much more regimented, and I would see Tommy less if it wasn't for them. So they're invaluable.
It's amazing too because they're there because they want to be there, and they work hard for it.
That's the part I can't fucking figure out.
They're there because they just like you.
I wouldn't have fucking done that. I would ask for some money. That's
part of it. Well, you know, this is one of those things too, where now you have the reputation, and at least enough of where enough people have been, lack of a better word, created or came from this community. That shit, you just hang around, man. You might have a fucking chance to pick something up and just maybe not be huge, but contribute to this. And I think if people are here, they're watching these interviews, they're watching you now at this stage, they're into what you're doing. They're into the culture of the things that you're doing at the moment. This is the perfect place for them, so it makes sense.
Well, you know, I do have this weird fantasy. I don't think it's even that like so much fantasy. I do have a weird thing being in my 60s and hearing some guy in there. Well, I listened to Shot from the Point when I was a kid. It was a great fucking show, and that got me. And I'm watching a guy that's like ridiculously famous. And to some extent, we had that on a YouTube level. I mean, I don't think anybody would deny that Nerd City is
massive,
one of the like most talented people on the platform.
Oh, no
and
question.
he was fucking watching us well before he hit it big.
Yep.
We see him in the chat. It's like insane. Like if you go back to the whole show and you see him in
we watched the rise. We literally saw that rise.
Well, no, I didn't really see his rise. I woke up one day and he was somebody. He's like, I know that guy. He's in my chats. And he says smart stuff.
Is he something? Yeah. What the fuck is that?
I didn't sub him until he got big. I had no the fuck idea.
Really?
No. When he did the one with the numbers, the video with the numbers.
You liked that one?
No, I just thought it was really smart. You know, it was really smart. I was like, wow, this is like, I've been pretty good at calling people growing and not being able to grow and stuff too. I've been pretty good.
Nostradamus, Tommy.
Yeah, the only guy who threw me off was Bobax.
He didn't see that. I don't think anyone saw that one coming. I just retweets.
Yeah, but he does a little more than that. I don't.
Of course he does.
I don't think that's fair. Totally. I mean, I don't think
he says it.
He's not a creator or anything shit like that. But no, I think he provides a really service. And you know, one of the things I always hated about him because like I thought his commentary is terrible, and now when he does kind of intermix, like when he does do it, because now he's kind of changing. I think he's sick of it. I don't blame him. Yeah. He's kind of when he intermingles the commentary with the tweets. That's when it's at its best. And it's also a service to like guys like me. I've had a lot of fun like reacting to his videos.
Yeah.
You know, like last. So yeah. Like he was the one guy I didn't really want to get famous. He was like, I'm not a salesperson, you know that. But he was the one guy that I just wanted to fail and live with his parents forever and just didn't
That's so fucking brutal.
And you know, I say that like Lipo says, Bobax is legit funny guy. Like talented, funny. I don't know if you realize what the fuck, but no, Bobax is very funny. Like when we've had him on and like we kind of cooled off between us, and
he's a funny guy.
You know, Nick would always like he goes like look what Bobax tweeted, and it was like fucking like hold your fucking side, laugh outside, funny. You know.
Well, he's a funny guy.
He's really really funny. So yeah, he did improve a lot for sure, and he wasn't. He was like a lot of the assholes we go after. He was just he just threw shit out there, and you know when you're doing age of consent and pedo shit and fucking calling people that's a problem. But he doesn't do that, and. Actually, Bobax turned out to be kind of a fucking legend. For real. Yeah.
Like, it's hard to say that he hasn't.
Turned out to be somewhat of a fucking legend. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, sure. I like when people grow. I just didn't want him to grow for a long time.
At least you're honest about it.
Yeah.
Like, did that one hurt you? Did it like give you a dick kick?
No. It was the thing was like. He did something exceptionally stupid, and I would have got the W on it like 9 times out of 10. But it was like the summer of 2019, and he was on. Nobody knew his time. I don't think he did either. He was on his fucking way up.
Right.
And then I just realized, like, wow, his fans might be the stupidest people on the fucking planet, and they defend his autismo, you know. But when I never said a bad thing about Twitter Versus. Never said a bad thing about it.
No, just about him.
Really read sweet. You never heard that out of my mouth. I was always kind of impressed with it. So when that kind of cooled down. But no, at first I didn't want it, and then I figured he'd fuck it up, and now I'm thinking no, he probably won't.
No,
At this
it doesn't
stage,
look like it.
he's older and he calmed down a little bit.
He's got his own group. He's got people
And
that.
he's pretty stupid too. Like he bought a Tesla. That's funny, kind of.
Boblax bought a Tesla.
Yeah, he bought a Tesla.
That's
he
okay,
bought a
that's
Tesla and he took his retard station with the PlayStation font. The fucking his picture taken. He's like this. It's one of the funniest fucking things I ever saw in my life. So now he does things that are kind of autistic funny. And he also is actually like write things down and witty funny. He's got it all. He can like write something funny. He can say something off of his top of his head funny, and he might fucking wear retard station while buying a Tesla.
He might just walk around.
I mean, and also he's a lot more reasoning about his autism now. Like the way he talks, like when he says stuff about autism, even though when he was trying to do it like the woke way, like Martin Luther or Autismo, whatever he's trying. Now he talks about it in a way that I can kind of connect with, more of an adult way. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, see, I'm an advocate of autism. I'm with my brother Bo Black.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna advocate it. I mean,
Advocation for autism.
Did you really get that? That's too funny.
Yeah, I found this in one of my picking bins. I'm like, this is going home with me. Yeah, it was from my diagnosis, Tommy. Like, you have autism.
Really?
No, yeah, not a shock. I'm sure if I did get diagnosed, but no.
If you were. I can't. This comedian I like.
They explain a lot.
I heard he's autistic. I don't believe it. I
Who?
refuse to believe it. Nick Mullen.
Oh, really?
He's I think he's the funniest guy on the planet right now.
I think a lot of fucking comedians are probably autistic.
So?
Yeah. I think there's just a quality with it. Asperger's and such, that non-filter switch. I'm sure that's got to be on the spectrum. Especially the good comedians, the ones who can actually have the balls to speak their fucking mind. That's not a normal thing.
If you're autistic, you don't have the balls to speak your mind. You don't know you're fucking everything up.
Well, there's different types. So that's just the fucking George goddamn autistic. Yeah. There's layers to the autismic level. Fucking shit. There's a goddamn brilliant. Now, didn't you know that autism is the next stage of fucking evolution, Tommy? Jesus Christ. They're the evolved ones.
I probably said the nastiest. I said nasty things about.
You said
people.
some real nasty shit about Bo Blacks.
Yes. Well, half of them. You know what the funny thing is? I probably said the nastiest things, and they're the ones I regret absolutely the least.
Is he your favorite autistic? Who's your favorite guy to dump on?
That's got to go to Rain Man. He's fucking funny. He count fucking.
Is that your favorite punching bag?
I love this. That's the thing. If I would have went to none of the guys would have got it because I'm old, but if I would have went to LA and met them all, I would have taken I would have just went, hey Tommy, I would have threw a bunch of toothpicks at him, and I'd be like, go.
How many are these, asshole? About $100. About $100.
Yeah. Those are the best autists. The fake autists are the best.
Yeah, they're the best. They got the most to lose. Is cereal soup?
Whoa.
That's the next question from your staff. Is cereal soup?
Yeah. Oh, of course, cereal.
Who asked that question?
The autistic.
Wait. You might have to fucking narrow that down.
I know.
Wait. Why isn't cereal soup?
Because it's not. I don't fucking know. It's because the soup has some broth in it.
The soup gazpacho's cold. That's a soup.
Yeah, but nobody like. But fucking Cocoa Puffs aren't. You know what I mean? No. But why? It's a liquid, a hard thing in a liquid, just like all about the fucking cereal. They would call it soup. It was fucking soup, and it's clearly got a different texture and taste. And
I think they're onto something. I think soup might be a cereal. Cereal's a soup.
I think when you're smoking pot, it's soup. How about that?
Does it make you feel pot? Well, I'm smoking pot, so it makes sense.
I used to do that when I was a teenager.
I do smoke the reefers, Tommy. A lot of it.
Yeah, well, I would smoke I get a fucking.
You were there when I got addicted to the reefer. Fucking RealTalk and Kirsch came and fucking got me addicted to the reefers.
I already got stoned, but I think I did.
Yeah, and then you tried to make us stop. You tried to punish us all.
I didn't.
You will stop with your fun right now. No, you don't.
No, it's not true.
I'm making fun of you. I'm not being serious.
No, because Andy was coming. I'm sure she didn't want to be stoned around the baby.
I know. It's just funny. Me, Kirsch, and RealTalk are in the other room. No, I want to set the stage. This is too funny.
He's getting fucked up. And probably said no because he had to, take care of his kid.
It gets even funnier though for me. This is 100% fucking true. So we had like a barbecue thing going on the outside, right? Me,
Yeah.
Kirsch, and Real Talk, we go inside the fucking house. We shut all the shutters like it's the fucking Death Star, and we get goddamn blitzed.
Yeah.
To let Tommy back in, we got to open the fucking shade to let Tommy back in. It was fucking hysterical, man. It was just a wild-ass fucking night.
I hadn't had it in a long time, or I didn't Jones for it. I still don't. I never Jones.
Well, you know, it's changed my life. I mean,
yeah, you have like your bones are falling off.
Oh, my
and
nerve
shit.
damage. I mean, this honestly,
Yeah.
I would not have lost the weight if it wasn't for weed.
Weed?
We need to. It's so fucking funny, man. You know all the pills they had me on and shit. Got off of all of them. No more opioids. No fucking no morphine. No none of it. I just do weed. That's it. Military, they will fucking give me opioids tomorrow. Will not pay for my weed.
You died off of that shit since we were in the army, right?
So many, bro.
Brandon, like you didn't know when we were in the army, but this Christmas was the 10th anniversary. He was fucking. How old was he at the time?
Of who?
3. A soldier I served with. He's 23 years old.
What was his name?
I don't want to say his last name.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying.
No, you didn't know him. No, he OD'd. He OD'd on the 26th of 2011. I remember that. I was like,
good.
Right when I was dating Andy. Like, it was like 26. Like I literally started dating her, and then guy.
You started dating Andy in 2011.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we've been together 10 years now too.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
I didn't introduce you till the reason. I didn't introduce her to anybody till 2012. So.
Oh,
so
you're keeping it on DL.
It was spring, so it was like right around the time we started Shot from the Point. I just kept her to myself because I didn't know if she was gonna leave or just the whole divorce thing, and I didn't I kind of
you don't want to get your hopes up.
I fucked her last night. I kind of stopped doing that shit.
All right. We get another question from your staff
I know
here.
she'd be there. Hey,
What's that?
She'd be there next day. She's fucking. You should see her. She lost more weight than you.
Yeah, I know. That's what you were telling me. She got herself in good shape. Good for her, man. That's awesome.
You put a pair of pants, because the other ones are never falling off. She's got to get rid of the ones she got. I don't know what the fuck happened.
And you have no desire to try to keep up with her, huh?
None. No.
Why not, man? I'm telling you, it's good being fun. I need to lose 20 more.
I think because she was overweight, and I was banging her when I was young and getting out of the army. That she has to bang a fat ass now. How about that?
Please tell me you've given her that logic. Oh my God.
Strong, in shape, and she was a little chunky in the monkey, and now she's thin, and I'm fat, and I think she should have to fuck me for a couple years. Get her
That's
back
right. So give her till 48, and then you'll start getting in shape.
Yeah, and then she'll be a big fat ass. Like, so what's the point?
Nobody's ever happy. That's the point.
No. So why do it?
Especially those fucking cats that you love so much.
I don't like cats. I like fucking
that one big cat that you're talking about.
Raisin Lynx and Manals.
The Manal, there you go. The hate-filled fucking cat.
And I don't even like the greater cats, like the Jaguar, Lion. I like the ones in the middle of the road. I really like cougars. To be honest.
I bet you, who doesn't love a good cougar though? Come on,
I like to strip your face off. How about that? Cougar. This is kind of an interesting trend, especially in Oregon. Cougar attacks have led to deaths have jumped dramatically in the last couple of years. There was 2 in Oregon, I think.
Why do you think that is?
I don't care. It's funny.
Who cares about the why? Let's just enjoy the cause.
Going on getting eaten by a cougar. It's crazy.
Fuck that, man. What do you do if you get confronted by a cougar? What do you do?
Actually, the YouTube video, like you got to see it. This guy is like, "Oh, cool kittens," and then they're like, they look like kittens, and then this female cougar chases him.
Oh,
backs up and did everything right, and he didn't want to throw a rock at her or anything, but this thing would have tore him a new asshole.
Was that the one where he was backing up the trail and cat? Yeah, I've seen that. That's an intense video.
I watch it once a week.
It's so intense.
Yeah, I know. I like when he throws a rock at him. He goes, "And fuck you!"
Fuck you!
Fuck you, cat!
Well, what else are you supposed to do? You're gonna fucking die.
I love it. I love it.
I don't die.
I don't really catch that.
Oh
I do
my!
a lot of fucking useless cat knowledge.
I'm disappointed that you seem to have a useless cat that won't kill magpies.
My cat is a fucking worthless fat ass.
My cat would kill your cat.
Other than the your cat, absolutely.
My cat would destroy your cat.
My cat's small though. She's kind of small.
Oh, you know, Bunny might have a chance against the fucking lazy idiot in Germany. That the Philemon, the cat. He's still alive. He's over there with Melanie. Still, he's old enough. Bunny might be able to fuck him up.
I don't think she would. She'd probably I don't know, lick her ass.
No,
you know, which she does. She's really good at licking her own ass.
He'd probably lick her ass for her, honestly.
Who?
My cat. Yeah, Philemon. Philemon would be all about it.
Maybe she wouldn't mind. I don't know. Some people like that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So, all right, man, we've done a nice little chunk of change here. So, I'm returning to Shot from the Point on Thursday, correct? Thursday. Pretty much anytime I'm around, man. I ain't got shit to do. So fucking Shot from the goddamn Point. It's returning. It's coming down. We're starting 10 years strong. I feel it's right. It feels right.
Army stuff. Bore the fuck out of everybody. Actually, now it'd probably make money. I think I made, well, not as much as I wanted to.
Well, become a political YouTuber.
No,
it's working out for people.
You know what I do? When I was in the barracks, we used to watch Fox, and we would flip the news stations, and I would make a crack and make everybody laugh. That's kind of what I want to do with the clips.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is everybody knows I have a kind of a political leaning or a slant. If they didn't know that, it'd probably be better. But I think I could do it. I think it's like kind of shut down.
Create another character.
You know what people think? Like, I can criticize the Republicans and conservatives. I have no problem.
Nobody cares, right?
Yeah. Nobody cares. Only the only people. The only thing they hear is you criticizing like their side or their team.
Why don't you criticize the left?
Like, you're biased. You're biased. No, not really.
You ever worry about getting taken down? Have you ever honestly been concerned with it?
Well, you know, I realized something today. I've never been taken off a social media platform.
Yeah.
But I think if I get taken down, it's going to be more of a reflection on society than anything I did. I think it's getting scary, and you know, I don't think there's anything I do that's inappropriate or misinformation.
Right.
Unless they start counting, which I wouldn't be. By the way, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, you know, you make a joke and you can't verify it. That used to be a joke itself. I think they'd start taking people down for telling jokes. Really? Yes.
That's scary.
We're heading in that direction.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, if you see Rogan's talking to people, he's not judging necessarily what they're talking about.
Right.
I don't even think, because I grew up with the Art Bell. I probably used to put all these wackos on.
Yeah.
And he didn't challenge them, right?
Thank you, Santa Claus.
You have to challenge him. Well, I don't challenge Smaggle Daggle
Great
when he's
stream
having
and
a retard
interview.
fit in my show. I let it go because it's entertaining. I don't care if somebody's telling a bunch of fucking lies. You know, like since when did we have to be like 100% honest all the time? I thought like fake shit's fucking protected.
It's not relevant towards the entertainment. I agree with you on that. I mean,
no, it's not. The truth is not necessarily tell it. But I mean, as long as there's an opportunity to say like this is not the truth, and this guy's passing it off as, there's not a problem. But that's not what it's about. It's not about it's not misinformation. It's about control.
Well, do you think?
This is your political enemies. So I worry about that. Yeah.
This is not something I necessarily believe, but I wonder if could be true. Do you think that like with rulings that happened like against Alex Jones, do you think stuff like that? Because he is not a fucking news source. Now, what he did with Sandy Hook is a totally different fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Yeah,
another thing is like Tucky Tom said this before. What about the stuff he did get right?
Right.
You know, and or the truth that he does tell. Is he full of shit? Is he a madman? Is he a grifter? Yes.
But
you know, he's also accused of things he didn't do. Like, I mean, the 9/11 Commission or 9/11 Commission, the January 6th Commission. He had no reason. That's a complete abuse of our power to interview. He did not go into the fucking building, and he's on tape saying, "Don't go in there. It's a trap." You know. So like, what about what he did? What he got right? I think I don't like him.
No.
Kind of entertaining anything else. Because I think he's been completely and totally discredited.
Absolutely.
But that's he's been discredited. That's not what they want. They want him off.
He's not a news source. Like Rogan, I don't ever look at Joe Rogan and go, that's a news source. In fact, like you were saying earlier, Joe, not only does he have people explain whatever they're talking about that day, Joe asks questions, and sometimes to the contrary. He doesn't just fucking go, oh, yeah.
No, and he doesn't do that for his own thing. But even if he didn't, I don't think he should be held accountable to do that. Maybe he just wanted to put a wacko on and have him sell crazy stuff. Since when does our government, and it's a weird relationship, you got the press secretary telling Spotify they need to do more. I think that's a First Amendment violation, and I think they should start looking into
certainly
that.
Walking to the door.
Yeah. And I told you this years ago, and you were like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't say this. Now I'm like, no, say it all, put it on the table. They're trying to take this shit away. This is not about misinformation, medical misinformation. It's about Joe Rogan having 11 million listeners, and and I blame the left.
If you get big enough and you piss off enough people, yeah. It's it's always been the truth.
Like, here's the problem: the left, and I'm gonna blame it. I don't give a shit. I know it's your show, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
No, I don't care.
All our fucking like the army. I don't fucking trust them anymore either.
Yeah.
Like all of our what do you call it? Institutions. Nobody's trust, like the media. Nobody trusts them, and that's all them because they infiltrated. Now nobody trusts them.
Yeah.
And so like I refuse to believe this is about misinformation and getting it right.
No,
and I eventually, and that goes my point that I made at the start of this conversation. Eventually, they'll say the joke's not true.
Yeah, it can't be.
They're Nazis.
What drives me fucking nuts about it is in something that has changed as much as COVID has. How can you accuse anybody of having misinformation when it comes to opinions on it? It makes no fucking sense. And
Your opinion has to be a fact. That sounds like a fucking.
It's fucking stupid. How can you know it's a fucking? You can't know every opinion that you have is a fucking fact.
What did fucking somebody write me today? And they actually deleted it. It's so funny. I could say it on here. No, they didn't. They didn't write me back. Somebody wrote me today, and they circled thing, and they said that I told a lie, that Fauci still does and has seen patients, right?
Yeah.
Before, right? So what I immediately did is I checked my sources. And then I found that exactly what I said was correct. In 1968, he left medical school and went right into government. All right. What this guy was saying is I lied that he sees patients, and I think I know what article he saw. Right.
Yeah.
He's never had a medical practice. Like he just went right into bureaucracy, which is exactly what I said.
Right.
Right. And then I checked. Like he's seen a patient in the sense where he's went, but doing the rounds for fucking cameras is not having a patient or a medical practice.
Sure.
So what he did, he called me a liar. And I even wrote it back. I quote tweeted it, and he deleted it before the other quote tweeted. It's like, you're calling me a liar, right? At worst, I got it wrong. And I got no problem going on top. And I've done this like I don't know how many times and said, look, I got this wrong. But I'm fucking lying. And it turns out, when I looked the fucker up, it was 100% true. He went right into government. I suppose you could say, well, Tommy, you said that he didn't see patients. And you could argue semantics about the language, but no, he's never had a practice. He went right into government. And my whole point of my Ukrainian thing is there's more people without merit. I mean, at least he had a medical degree that just social climb. He gets the fucking medical degree so he can social climb. Hence, we have bad fucking doctors. Hence, we have bad presidents. Hence, we have bad CEOs. That was the whole point of the Ukrainian thing. So this guy called me a liar right off the bat. I might not have been lying. I might have just fucked it up. That's not impossible. But that's what we're dealing with, and I think those people are in charge. So I don't know.
You might be right on that. I mean,
I didn't. If I told so here's the best thing. Like I'm like a quasi fucking comedian, right? That has no like that's what I do. Sure. It's not really. It's gonna surprise. It's really not difficult for me to get on there and said I'm wrong because I always fall back in. I'm a fucking dumb fat ass.
You're gonna go to the right.
Funny when people think I got him now. I'm gonna make a dumb fat ass, and it turns out you're fucking stupider than me. You know.
It does seem a little bit counterproductive. It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
People like Lipo's in the chat. He's pointed out things I've gotten wrong. Lipo, when I got it wrong, did I fucking say yeah you're right?
You gotta own it.
Have I said that? Lipo could probably back me up in the chat.
Oh, no, I know that well enough.
I'll tell you what. Ace Trader Liam got me like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And said, that's fake. And I told in the next tweet, it's fake, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, go for it. Good troll. You know, like this idea, you're a liar. Like,
that's not a lie. Like that, even if you do that, that's not a lie. You can't be accused of it.
I tweeted and deleted right away because I don't know if he realized it or with any luck, he was struck by lightning.
One can hope, or fed to alligators somewhere in Peru.
I've said before, you got me on Twitter because he writes me every day, Lipo, in the chat. Like I said before, you got me. You're right. And I said before, no, I disagree. I'm standing by what I said. I see it differently.
That's what you gotta do sometimes. You want to take a call?
And I'm thinking wrong shit, and that's just normal stuff. People get thinking, we're fucking human beings, and that's what they're trying to do to Joe Rogan. Every time he has like a human being moment, I gotta get him off because he's dangerous to society. Well, they're fucking Nazis.
If
they're
you
Nazis.
need any evidence of that, it's the fact that when they didn't get him stuck on the misinformation, they immediately went to the fucking attack.
Bingo, Jack.
That's your proof right there. I mean, like they couldn't get him on one thing. So now, granted, that could be one group taking advantage of another group's fucking, opportunism. Yeah. Now, that's very possible, especially with how fucking big everything is. But it certainly doesn't help when people aren't standing up for him, too. Did it piss you off what The Rock did? I don't want to start a whole nother conversation, but that actually fucking irritated me.
Apparently not as much. It just doesn't surprise me because I've lost faith in all institutions and finding out The Rock. And I've been disappointed with the wrestlers. He was like the last one. You know, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, I hate him
No
now.
one quite like Cena though. I know your hatred of Cena.
Cena up there. Yeah, but they've all let me down. So like The Rock like let me down and was just one like so what?
Just another one. Yeah, but that one was a big one.
Some Hollywood things he's done recently. I like the way he talks. He talks like a fucking swami.
Yeah.
Like he's running cold, and that rubs me the wrong way. So it didn't surprise.
At least he's not fucking speaking Mandarin and sucking the Chinese dick like fucking Cena though.
Did he drop the N-bomb on fucking in a dark show or something?
Who, The Rock?
Yeah.
The Rock's dad was Rocky Johnson. He can say the N-word.
Well, he can say it or not. Like I don't know. I don't know.
The Rock can say the N-word. He's half black.
All the fucking horrible things, the act that he did about women. I don't know. Like fuck off, Rock.
Yeah,
now that you mention it, yeah, fuck him.
Fuck
but
The
I don't.
Rock.
I really like, and you noticed from a long time ago. I don't like anybody in Hollywood. I don't take in Hollywood content. And I think YouTube and online stuff is way cooler to begin with, and everything on TV is trash. I look at somebody like Jimmy Kimmel, who I used to think was the most talented comedian on the planet. Like, he literally, I know people funnier than him.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel, yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks.
When we were kids, he was good when he did that show, Ben Stein's Money. That was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
All you had to do was be the sniper, And then,
but he got Rob Hollywood, and he's like, can't do this, and they can't do. They don't even realize they're so Nazified by other Nazis. They realize they can't. They're not even creative anymore.
Yeah. Well, you choose career, you choose your principle, and some people.
You know the Russian troll guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy was fucking troll, and I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Right? That was Russian TV during the Soviet Union. You can't offend somebody by that guy had a beautiful voice. Wavy Westford did a great video on that guy. He died recently, by the way, right? So he's in the Soviet Union. You imagine how hard it was to be a singer in the Soviet Union. And you have to admit, that crazy guy had a fucking powerful voice, and he was well trained. But what the fuck? What if he said the wrong thing and sang the wrong song and pissed off the wrong fucking guy, and he had an apartment? So he just goes, what's the safest thing to do? That's these fucking Nazi liberals, man. That's them. They are making everything look. Star Wars sucks. They're making everything troll. And I'm not like the same thing. I'm not dumping on Daisy Ridley, but I am dumping on the environment that created that crap. Same thing with Trump. I'm not dumping on that Russian singer. I'm dumping on the people making that they've created this Nazi environment.
What created it? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There you go. That's my.
You want to take a couple calls? Only a couple people, then we'll get you out of here on that. No? Fuck
no, I don't. How many people are in there?
Only 2.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Only 2. But we've held 60 the whole goddamn night. Everyone's been amazing in the chat. You guys have lit it up tonight. It's good to see some of you still care about the dynamic duo. Back once again, like the fucking Haley's comment that we are. We're gonna do some of our best shit going forward too. I can promise you that. Well, not promise. That's a big fucking word. Falan, you're live with Tommy C. Make it good.
When I say hang up on them, hang up on them. Is that a deal?
Yeah, it works for me. All right. Falan, you're muting yourself, idiot. What do you want?
Hang up on him.
All right.
Hello.
All right.
All right, go.
Short leash.
Hey, what do you guys think about the new Batman movie?
I didn't watch it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. No. Good swing and a miss, Falan. Swing and a
No, another question.
Miss,
okay, I can ask something else. Ask something else.
What do you want?
All right. I know that Tommy watches WWE with his kid. So
no, he watches AEW. He's crossed over.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I watch AEW. Actually, no, I haven't really watched it lately. I watch whatever Matt tells me to watch.
AEW sucks.
Because, no, it's not that bad. It's not any worse than fucking than WWE.
WWE's getting fun again. I'm starting covering again. It's been fun.
It was so bad when I got it.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
And I've turned around on fucking what's his face. What's his face? He really is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Who, Roman?
Roman's great.
Roman is the best thing in wrestling. It's not even close. It's unbelievable.
You know what? And then I watch fucking AEW and I have more fun than when I go actually wait.
Why? Yeah, because they shit on because they're just bitter, Tommy. They're just bitter over there. Oh, WWE, shut up over there. CM sucks.
There's something on there. Fucking Punk's fun to watch. They got fucking real wrestlers in there. You don't have to be a Vince McMahon.
They got gymnasts. They don't have real wrestlers. They have gymnasts. They have real gymnasts.
Wait a minute. Does Tommy actually like AEW?
Yeah, he does. There's something wrong with. See, this is why.
Oh shit!
The cats
cool.
didn't bother me. Like I wasn't worried about him with the cat stuff, but this AEW stuff, I'm gonna have to get a doctor over there.
Nah, Dave. You know what? You're just too much of a fanboy, bro.
That's what it
WWE
is.
is not wrestling. MLB is not fucking baseball. NHL is not hockey. Hockey's hockey. Really. And we might see a change where the WWE is not the principal fucking leader in that sport.
There might have been a chance, but AEW becoming WWE, Tony Khan taking all the fucking power from all the...
And they'll lose. And that's what happened to WHA when they were competing with the NHL. They tried to be like the NHL.
With Cody coming over, with Cody being the first major person to leave AEW to go back.
That's not a rumor. Cody's going back for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like he's already filmed.
When Cody left, there was like whispers when he left WWE, so it's like a real big deal. He's going back to WWE.
Well, for some people, it's a big deal. I mean, because now this is why I don't like anybody else over there, because they're all fucking trying to make Cody out to be the one that wanted the war with WWE in the first place. All you got to do is go back and see that that's not fucking true. Omega and those goddamn Young Bucks took more shots at fucking WWE and Vince than anybody.
We're working on
anybody. But that's why I don't like them. They're disingenuous. They're disingenuous, lying, bitter little fucks over there.
What is going on in that ring? Is it a different story they're telling?
It's not good. That's the thing. Bocce wrestling is not for me.
Something else. How did Stone Cold let you down, Tommy? What did he do?
Yeah, what did Stone Cold? Oh, yeah, Stone Cold. He's another guy, yeah.
Roddy Piper, I'll never forget him.
He had
Will Sasso. Roddy Piper had Will Sasso on, right? And Will Sasso used to do a Stone Cold imitation during the Attitude Era on Mad TV, right? So this is like almost 20 years later. It's like 2015 or whenever he died, right? He had Will Sasso on and Roddy Piper on his fucking tiny little podcast. And he had that Broken Skull podcast. He had the biggest wrestling podcast in the world, I think, in 2015, right? Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Right. So Sasso goes on and he does a Stone Cold imitation. No more offense. He literally does Stone Cold. He doesn't even do Steve Williams. He does Stone Cold, right? Imitation. And they're laughing. Fucking, he runs right to McMahon, and they throw fucking Piper's legend contract out, right? Now, I'm not saying he died 3 days later. I'm sure it didn't help, but I'm not blaming him for his death. But I thought that was so fucking low, and what an egomaniac. Like, you can't have a comedian on that you worked with, that you were on Mad TV with, just because he went on Piper's show. Piper wasn't doing anything but laughing. And the last podcast that he had before he died, and he was like, yeah, I lost my Legends contract, but it was really, I just want to make it clear that it was all love and it wasn't anything. And it was Roddy Piper. It wasn't that edgy. He wasn't like taking secret shots. And Stone Cold ripped his mask off. So fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck The Rock. Fuck everybody. That's why I like Punk. That's why I watch AEW. Because you want to talk about disingenuous? That's disingenuous to me, and that's the cornerstone of that whole fucking company.
Oh, Punk's no better when it comes to disingenuous.
No, I don't think so. I think he's I'm not saying he's perfect, but I what he says about wrestling and how fucking phony they are. I'm a Jim Cornette guy. I like him. I like the way he handles things. I think those other guys.
Oh shit!
They're all full of shit. Cornette fucking tells people who doesn't have the same ideology as him to not follow him and die.
Yeah,
they're all fucking terrible. Punk walks out with a pussy on his shirt. And
yeah. Cornette blocked me because I told him the Young Bucks are good.
he didn't even block you for a Trump comment. Oh my God, you could have got blocked a lot easier than that.
Minutes. It took 2 minutes. It's like the Young Bucks are great. I don't know what you're talking about. Block.
That's only blood. That's soft even for Jimmy. God.
I know. Like I think it was me and Broski or something. Like really, he was really funny. But I like Jim. I don't care. I don't care if he's a fucking.
I love watching Broski piss off the wrestling community.
I like his stories. I like the way I like his take on things, and I don't know if he can.
I absolutely love watching Broski piss off the wrestling community, though. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Broski should have went. Broski should go back in the video games.
He's a fucking savage, man.
He can be.
He's a fucking savage. I love that guy.
What do you guys think about Hook?
Fuck Hook, Taz's kid.
No, Taz's kid.
Come on, Tommy, get with your goddamn organization. You're wearing that fucking AEW flag. He sucks.
I haven't seen him yet.
Hook weighs about 32
he's pretty
pounds.
good.
No, he's not. Stop it.
He is good, Dave. No, you are a fanboy. You're a WWE fanboy. Okay,
if you
shut
like
up.
a guy who weighs 32 fucking pounds and yet he can beat up everybody in the goddamn world, yeah, okay, you like Hook. And he can't ever get hurt. Yeah, you like Hook. Okay, you like him. Shut up. Stop it.
This other Democratic version of Tommy C. Maybe I kind of like him. I don't even care that he fucking thinks that I should be put in a gas chamber.
Get out of here, Philan.
He's uncompromising, so I kind of like that. Yeah.
So we got Nerdy John TO2. We're gonna go ahead and end with him. All right, Nerdy John, make it good.
All right. Did you guys see that TikTok is going to allow for a 10-minute format now?
Ooh, really?
I think it could backfire potentially.
What's that, Tommy?
Yeah.
I think it could backfire potentially. I don't know. I'm never good at predicting these things. These social media trends, but it seems a little weird. But it might be the future too. I think it's one of those things. It's gonna fucking tank immediately, and YouTube Shorts will take over. But here's the thing about TikTok, and I like YouTube Shorts. I kind of got into it when I first saw my daughter doing TikTok. It was like one retard. It's a retard game. Oh, what retards. But see, I get a whole different algorithm for YouTube Shorts, and I can get lost with Jordan Peterson stuff.
Sure,
Yeah. Like the whole point of TikTok.
Everything of mine is like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson, like dramatic music in the background. I kind of fucking like it, right? So, I start to respect the format a little more, I really liked it. So, but I think the idea that it goes over like 2 minutes, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I don't know, but then again, this could revolutionize everything.
Isn't that what they were saying when Vine was going down? Everybody was asking for more time on Vine, and they didn't give it to them, and it's part of the reason why
I'm glad Vine never did that, because that was what made Vine like sort of artistic in the first place.
7 to 9 seconds.
You had to get something. You had to get a fucking reaction.
A lot of creators over there, right, Tommy?
Dude, I remember like a lot of they shut Vine down. Everybody came over here.
Oh yeah,
and
That's how we got Logan Paul, and we got the
Gabby came from there.
All those the Paul brothers were both Viners.
Well, the only one's talented is Logan, but
talented.
Dude, when TikTok shuts
WWE.
down, we're gonna get those Island Boys.
Yeah, he does every year, so he's gonna be in a match. Logan is actually a talented YouTuber.
He can be.
Oh no, that movie he made about the fucking flat Earth is one of the greatest fucking things I've ever seen. That was so good. And he was with his buddy. His buddy's a jackass too. Oh, my dad fell off the side of the earth. That was great. That was fantastic. And then Cabos fell for it, which is funny.
Oh, that's even better.
Didn't HHE fall for that too?
Yeah, probably. Because he's such a fucking virtue signaling bitch. But yeah, like fucking. Well, I think Cabos got too tempting with money, because he was making a ton of money on the Paul. So he's like, "What is Logan Paul doing? He thinks the earth is flat."
The gladiator will tell you you're a bad person. I fucking love Cabos. I really grew to love Cabos, man.
I love Cabos.
I love Cabos.
He's actually one of the best. I thought he was one of the worst for a long time.
I didn't like him either at first, man, but I've really grown to like him.
He is the pure tabloid journalist, and he's great. He's good to talk to too.
Yeah, you know what I like about him? He's fair. He's fair with you.
He is the most paranoid in the whole fucking community.
He's another one who never needed to come on and give me time of day and did. I just appreciate that.
He was like, I think he was like, I like him too.
Never needed to give me time of day, and he did. It was nice of him.
I'm gonna.
All right, Nerd, you got anything else? I'm gonna get Tommy out of here.
Yeah, it's good.
Other than that, I don't see the format thing working unless they go for a more computer-based market rather than the mobile. But that's all I wanted to say. Have a good show.
Drop in. Thanks a lot, Nerdy. We're gonna finish with your man.
Go to the Discord, and Matt's doing his Jerry Springer show.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and promote him.
It's free. I told him to do it in the free one, so it's all free. You can go there right afterwards.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
You announced your new format change, where you're gonna be taking money off these motherfuckers. I don't know what's going on.
I made $3 whole spinning fucking records this morning. So.
You see the future.
$4.
Don't get blinded by that.
No, we're doing shows in there and stuff too. There's like free content and pay for content, and the whole thing, and then it eliminates the retards. But if you really think about it, my whole life has been a battle against retards, my own retardation, and everybody else's. And the more I'm able to get rid of retards, the better my life is. But it's a constant battle, and it never ends.
I think that is probably going to be the title of the book. The upward battle against retards.
Uphill retard battle.
Uphill with retards. The Tommy C story.
Uphill with retards.
I like it. So
it should be a picture of me dragging fucking Bobacks up a hill.
There you go. That's right. his fucking naked goddamn body just dragging with that one fucking picture of his dick out.
Get up the hill.
Why are you fucking drooling on yourself there, Tardy? Get up there. So what are you doing, Matt? You're here to fucking promote your shit?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, Tommy already did it. I just came in to say like, yeah, we're doing a post show and dropping
I
points.
would have forgot. Good thing he came in.
Yeah.
You got to remember. You got to remember to fucking do
Yeah.
it. Plug yourself.
I have to go poop.
Go
Like,
poop. Tommy,
All right.
thank you, man. I really appreciate you being here, man. I can't wait to
Thursday, and we'll get you on, every so often.
Yes,
You know,
that's
we were,
right.
Well, we're doing this thing where we're like rotating like all these fucking YouTubers in, but
I'm sort of that. Some,
Well, we were like doing getting Edwin one day and this one day. I want to go back. I like doing shows with Edwin. Like we're trying to get like a whole thing going.
Yeah.
And I'm a little irritated. Like I can't remember the last time Willie co-hosted. And I find out he's like doing one for you like fucking once a week.
Yeah, he is. I get him Willie Mac Wednesday. Huffman's doing one for me too.
I like one every 3 months. I'd take that.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna fucking try to. Let's poach every Matt. You want to do a fucking day? You can have a day.
I mean, I'm down, I guess.
Matt's been giving better hosts all the time. I don't even get it.
He is good. No, I love Matt's voice, man. Actually, I like his voice too.
Yeah. He can come up occasionally. You know what he's gotten better at? Because it's something he didn't do in the beginning. He's becoming a bit of a sniper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does the other stuff.
Funnier.
He's not a consistent sniper, but he gets some. He doesn't get like a joke a day in there, like one or two. But he'll get a big one like once a week now. It's like it was once a month. It was once every couple months, and it was once every month, and it's like once every week he gets a big one in now.
Check that out, Matt. Tommy just called you periodically funny. That's good.
Yeah. I'm very happy.
Fantastic.
I mean, come on.
It's just one step at a time.
Might as well start his own fucking channel. Fuck off.
Yeah.
But no, it's been an absolute fucking riot tonight. It's been a blast.
Absolutely.
We're back, bitches. The dynamic
Yeah.
duo, the best one since Batman and fucking Robin. Tommy, get out of here. Go poop before your ring blows out. I'm gonna close it out. Matt, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for what you did as well behind the scenes. You're a fucking baller.
Hell yeah, man. No
Go
problem.
watch him. Drop your link for him too. Drop that link for Matt Pitt. See you later, buddy.
All right, later.
Go watch him. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Come on back even when Tommy's not here. I know. What a great. Thank you for the sub there. Thank you for everybody who subbed, donated, all that. I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Check us out over on Twitch. We're going to be hanging out. Maybe not tonight. Possibly just depends on how the body feels the rest of the time. We're going to be, we got Willie Mac's show on Wednesday, Huffman Thursday. Riveter's going to be around. Nixie will probably be back at some point. Hopefully, we'll see what goes on there. Lots of stuff, lots of people, lots of amazing things. Hopefully, you guys are going to be around for all of it, and we'll see you down the trail. I'm going to play the intro for the outro one more time. I want you to see that work that Pimpin' Pete did. I want you to hear this music one more time because my man, our buddy, might be gone, but he'll never be forgotten. Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. And, of course, E-Double, Let Me Owe All the Way to the Morning Light. Woo, yeah. Good night, motherfuckers. Woo.